feeling kinda down, and been on the forever in a row. Can I get a row? Dressed up like a T-Rex with that perfect strut. All the people in the chat's just going nuts. You need a row. Can I get a row? If you're not feeling well, it's a nice surprise to get her off a bit whenever he's live. With those tiny little arms and the flowing tail. If you don't like it, you can go fuck yourself. Can I get a row? You can get a row. The object of the day to put a smile on your face. All the fans know how much he appreciates. You can get a row. If you're just feeling like crap, all you have to do is ask. Beardo's got your back, and just like that, you get a row. Can I get a row? You can get a row. With those tiny little arms and the flowing tail. If you don't like it, you can go fuck yourself. Can I get a row? You can get a row. If you're just feeling like crap, all you have to do is ask. Beardo's got your back, and just like that, you get a row. Can I get a row? You can get a row.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Right, hopefully I've got volume on my microphone. How are we all doing? Good morning to you Australians, good afternoon to the UK, and good whatever time it is in the States. Are they 5 hours behind us? Still a morning for the States too. Afternoon, Mrs. Geek. Cass McSass, Alexis Artemis, Giuseppe, Nicole, Kelly, Craig, Megan, John, Pink Sphinx, Christian, hello, 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 good afternoon to you all. Quackers, I know. Mrs. Geek was like, you need to iron that, it's still got the creases in it from the packet. Jesus warn us when we need sunglasses, because that shirt is blinding. Blinded by the light. I don't know the rest of the words to that either. Good morning, Jenny G. Duck in Hell. Yes. Devon Zipper, Vicky Emming, good morning to you. Good afternoon, Beardo. That's me. Good afternoon, Richard. Just read my own name out. What a knob. Just made a live. Oh, literally just gone live now. Live. Oh my god, what's wrong with me? What is wrong with me today? How is everybody doing? Bristol Paranormal, hello to you. Duckies, love that shirt. This was sent in by somebody. I definitely showed it on stream when it was sent in. Or on a video. Berardo. Who's Berardo? Kelly Sykes? Sorry, Kelly Skiz? You all need regular names. You sound as tired as I am. I'm not as tired as you are. You've been working all night and you've only had like 3 hours sleep. I can barely hear you. It's definitely not my end. Giuseppe, turn the volume up. Bristol Paranormal. Alright, me duck. That's a Staffordshire thing there. I need to message you again. I've been up to no good. What? What? Oh, Mrs. Geek. Macadamia coffee. Hey, Louise. How you doing? How are you feeling today? Hope you're on the mend. John Boy. Another night of bad sleep. She hasn't had a bad night of sleep. She's been working nights. I got my coffee. My Viking cup. To go with my manly shirt. Wearing Mrs. Geek's shirt again. Trust me, Mrs. Geek wouldn't wear this. Like a dress on her, down to her ankles. Just slip over her shoulders because she's only a very slight lady. Mickey Sphere, hello to you. Doing better than I was, still going through crap, but things are looking bright. Will be quitting my retail jobs. Retail jobs suck. Hey. On my microphone. Yeah, retail jobs suck. I hated retail. Well, I didn't. One of the best jobs I had. For a time. Love the shirt. Thank you, Lulu. Thank you very much. Rubber ducky, you're the one. Rubber ducky, you're so fun. Right, I need to move that chat box up there because I'm looking down. Very tiring on the neck. Yeah, not that easy. 100% they suck. Who suck? Oh, right. Sorry. I'm getting distracted by myself, for I am a moron. Been in retail for 12 years. I did 13. 13 years. I was doing security, so I had the easier end of it because I was allowed to be horrible to people. Great. Afternoon all. How's the blouse? It's not a blouse. It's a shirt. Not a blouse. Idiot. You know, I feel bad for the Segalicious. Hope he's alright after that life. I didn't see it. Was he eating American food or something? I saw one where he was walking through a place full of caskets, and then he was doing food. Protein drink, anyone? I'll take one. I'll take one. Grim Soul Taker, how are you doing? Andreas, hello, how are you doing? Working retail for almost 5 years now has really made me hate people. But not you lot. You guys are cool. You tell him to call Wacky. Whack. I'm not saying anyone's surnames anymore. Jones. Every one of you is now Jones. Thank you, set in the corner's edge. Horrible food. Yeah, I wouldn't... It was bad enough when I did the sushi, because I really didn't like that. I didn't like the consistency, I didn't like the taste. And that wasabi. Wasabi was nasty. Yet potted meat, Vienna sausages, bologna and crap like that. Potted meat? What's potted meat? I don't even know what potted... Wieners and canned meat. I eat canned meat, like corned beef and ham. It's quite nice. Why was he bitching about corned beef? He probably wasn't eating corned beef, but that is the rumour I will be starting here, that the side-eye guy hates corned beef. Cancel the side-eye guy. Wacky is fine, but it's pronounced Wasick. Like Seg after he ate that crap. Do you know what, Nicole Wasick? You have told me that a number of times, haven't you? And I've struggled with it every time. I do apologise. But you are now Wacky. Forever. Wacky. So, hope everybody's had a good week so far. You don't know what potted meat is? It looks chemically pink. Oh. Hey, PNC, how you doing? You been to work today? I mean, you're always in work, to be fair, in the mornings. Chemically pink meat. Chemically pink meat. I did say that right, didn't I? I did. Oh my god. I'm having brain farts all day, and I don't know why. Destination Spooky. It is, right? I appreciate it. Only real men would wear a shirt this pink. True story. With a beard this black. Good day, Hauntorium HQ. How are you doing? Hauntorium. Ooh. Where's that? Where's the Hauntorium? Nothing wrong with pink. Oh, Megan! The fuck is wrong with you, Megan? Can't read or type. I'm still half asleep. No worries, Mrs. Geek. Why is Cass being cheeky? Bristol, what did Sandra get up to last night? I didn't watch, to be fair. I literally vegged it on the sofa. I tried. You know, I'm a big comic book nerd. Big comic book nerd. I mean, even the stuff Marvel have put out that most people don't like, I can sit and watch. I tried watching Wonder Man. Turned her off. I couldn't get halfway through the second episode. Like, this is boring as fuck. Marvel superheroes, and all he's done His eyes turned purple and he shook a bit. Get off. Actually prefer peck pork to spam. Because peck pork tastes nice. The jelly that's in peck pork is really nice. Megan, it's too early for your shenanigans. It's always too early for Megan's shenanigans. People are talking about canned meat, and Megan immediately thinks of something rude. Disgraceful. I used to have Prince's ham. It was in that, like, triangular with the rounded corners shaped tin with the jelly. I'd have it in school sandwiches. And my nan would be like, right, we're taking the jelly off. Like, oh! Like the jelly. Wisdom, how are you doing? Punkwala, how are you doing? He's made that shirt from a shower curtain. There was only just enough cloth to fit. Well, Louise, I hope you're well. I hope you're all healing. I even went out my way yesterday to make sure that I inboxed Louise to say, get well soon. Really shit. And this is the thanks I get. I hope Yorkie Dave burns your tea. Excellent with brown sauce. I like brown sauce. I really like brown sauce. Brown sauce rules. Prince's salmon. Oh, no. I don't do that fish paste out of the little glass jars in the they're rancid. And then I thought I was eating beef sandwich paste, which I actually quite like because I'm weird. And then Mrs. Geek said to me like a couple of days later, oh, do you want patty on toast? I was like, I don't like no patty. Patty's horrible. So you've been eating it? Oh, I haven't. So what have you been eating then? So I told her I was eating the sandwich paste. She was like, no, that's patty. Turns out I do actually like patty. But not fish patty. Claire from PNC, how are you doing? Let's be real, if anyone can burn tea, it's Dorky Dave. Absolutely. Absolutely. Shirt reminds me of pink lemonade and we're making everyone thirsty. Not like that. Dry throat. Parched. Fucking weirdos. No, just joined the shirt. It was obnoxiously bright and I love it. I've even got a light show. There's a light show for you. So while you're all here, and I know she's been a bit mean, but could we all wish Louise well, please? Obviously, me, Louise, Yorkie, and Miss Geek have been friends for fucking going on a decade. Going on a decade now. They've supported me on every channel I've ever done. And Louise has had some health issues recently. And I'm not going to get into it. If she wants to explain what happened in the chat, she absolutely can. But just wish Louise well. And then if you want to end it with, I hope Dorky burns your tea, that'll be great. Tea in the UK is your evening meal. Just before anyone thinks, oh, how the fuck do you burn tea? It comes out of a kettle or a pot. Glasgow Ghost sent us, thank you for the $4.99. Ibidos, we sent you the shirt from Benidorm, and I made my wrestling debut last night as a YPWF. Let's go, Glasgow! Hey, Glasgow, thank you for the shirt. I knew it came from somebody. I did a video about it, right? Surely. Quacking shirt? It is. Some people think I'm a bit quackers for wearing it. I mean, it's probably a bit better than what's underneath it. There's no I in team, but there's a U in Knut. You've probably seen this shirt tons of times underneath. Sandra was on with spaghetti. Oh, dear God. Was he trying to convince her that spaghetti shouldn't be snapped and pineapple doesn't belong on pizza, even though he has done both of those things on camera? On camera. Nicole, wacky. Wolf whistles. Oh, I was doing the shirt. Right, I see. Best wishes, Louise. Get well soon. Look at you, lovely, fine, kind people. Do you know what? I still don't know whether to do any reactions on this channel now. Keep getting streams taken down. Bit shit, you know? And I'm fearing. You won your third belt in the wrestling last night. Kulok's messaged me. I'm going for all of them. I'm going for all of them. Yes, I am. Hey, Lord Beagle. Wow, it's early for you, isn't it? And you were a bit of a night owl. Pineapple got mentioned. Listen, pineapple the fruit, not pineapple for fruity people. Okay? Just clearing that up. I don't know why everyone's got to turn it into smut constantly around you. Disgusting. I think Megan's had a bad influence on you all. Hashtag blame Megan. Gavstar, how are you doing? I'm going to take them from you. No, you're not. They're my belts. I even got a real one hung up on the curtain reel up there, next to my Sons of Anarchy hoodie, next to my cut that I actually wore when I rode my bike. So, nah. Now you want pizza in the morning. If I had a venue, I would hire bouncers to wear shirts like that. If I ever go back on the doors, that'll be part and parcel of me coming out of retirement. Hey, I'm only working on your door if I can wear this. And they'll be like, he must be hard as fuck if he's wearing that. It's always my fault. It is. Dion's Paranormal Pursuits, hello to you. Pineapple on pizza isn't that bad if you like pineapple. If you don't like pineapple, that's fair. I am, but I got kids. They choose when I wake up. True. How's Tinkle? Is Tinkle well now? I preferred the Temu Jack Sparrow look from the other day. So we've got a Jack Sparrow hat here somewhere. I was looking for it. I've got a red one of these, and I was gonna just to put it on, just so you lot could take the piss out of me, but I couldn't find it. I was gonna wear a red bandana, the tri-horn hat, braid my beard into 2 braids, and just sit here like, now what are you gonna mock me for? Because I am literally sat here like a shit Jack Sparrow. Pineapple on pizza, I'd rather poo in my hands and clap. You need to reassess your life, sir. It's pineapple, not a twin paranormal video. I've watched Andrew Stone Rock's latest, and I reposted it, and I've messaged him. I was gonna do a video on the main channel today about it, but I think they're waiting for it. I think they want me to, because they haven't so far managed to catch me on anything apart from the first batch. I've been careful, but now I've got this concern that if I keep going at them on behalf of other people, then there'll be a traceable history of me winding them up, because I have wound people up. She's doing better, she's back to work, and she's rather happy about that. Take her back to the hospital. She's not well. Nobody is happy about going to work. She's not well. Fleury didn't get struck by a channel because the person involved, can't even say a name without privacy. I've dealt with her before. She doesn't even have a YouTube channel. But she's involved in these groups because I've had shit from them. Are they panicking? I don't know if they're panicking or if they're testing the waters with the smallest of the channels to see how far they can push for bigger channels. And I don't want to put more eyes on them and give them more of a reason to keep going at the smaller creators. Loved working in tech support. The problem wasn't the managers, it was the customers. My dad loved going to work, but he was a chef instructor at Culinary Institute of America. Good timing for my workout. Workout? Hey. Enjoy. Is Claire sober? She don't drink that often. It's just when she does, she gets white girl drunk. And so does Paul. Paul gets white girl drunk. Totally agree, Beardo. Just wondered if you've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it. I'm just being a bit more careful because I don't want to put any more eyes on these people. So I'll repost. I mean, I deleted my Twitter like a year ago, and I reopened it back up a couple of months ago. Obviously, when I got copyright struck, because bizarrely the only way to get hold of YouTube is on Twitter. So I've kept it, and basically I'm just using it to repost everything that's going on with it. I've started promoting my own stuff there as well, but it probably won't even get looked at, but there we go. Rawside, hello, how you doing? Rhodey, hello to you, good afternoon. Don't give them a, you have to ignore them, that's why they want attention. It's not so much attention, I think they don't bother with the second channel. I think they may genuinely be trying to trick people into going at them, to try and sue people, to try and make a name for themselves, because, I don't know, I might be wrong, I might be backing up the wrong tree. There's a lot more moving parts behind the scenes, and I'm helping people behind the scenes, But as for me covering it and shouting at people every day and shouting, the Pomeranian, boom. I better stop that. For now. But that's why I never got done with privacy, because I didn't use their names. I nicknamed them all. I don't drink much. Last time was Christmas. I know, you just make up for it. I mean, you've drunk twice in a year, and in those 2 times you've drunk, you got shit-faced. Rhodey, that's the second person that has asked me about Bohemian Grove in a couple of days. I've never heard of it. What is it? What is it? Obviously, I don't really do the paranormal on you. It's the wrong kind of name we're trying to make. But it goes down to that age-old rule, doesn't it? There's no such thing as bad press. And I think that's what they're doing. Thank you, Evan Daruil Fair. Have I said that right? Probably not. I'm just going to call you Fair. But it is a great shirt. Rubber duckies. Nothing wrong with rubber duckies. It's been forever since I got drunk. I think the last time I got drunk was New Year's Eve. Have I been drunk since? Mrs. Geekler asked me up in the comments. I don't think I've been drunk since New Year's Eve. I've had a couple of drinks since, but I haven't bought a bottle of spirits since before New Year. Beardo, don't. Bohemian Grove is political. Oh, yeah. I stay out of the human sacrifice. Yeah, some things are just too dark for me, and if it gets political, I'll especially stay out of it. You were very close, but please do call me Fair. There we go. I was close, though. Makes change for me. I wondered what he was doing going live early, then I realised I'm late. You're 22 minutes late. What the fuck is going on, Ferret? Mr. Beardo, what are your thoughts on Borley Rectory? I got 2 trails of thought for Borley Rectory. One is, I genuinely believe something may have happened there paranormally, because more than one person experienced it. More than one priest experienced it. However, the guy, the priest's wife that saw the screaming head and shit, wasn't she knocking somebody else off? Did it all not seem like a bit of a device? A little bit of a device like, hello, my dear. Have you been cheating on me? Ghost! Demon! None. Scary. Borley Rectory was one of those stories when I was a kid that enthralled me into the paranormal. That along with Amityville. I believed Amityville when I was a kid. But Borley Rectory, I've always wanted to go there. Obviously, the building's not there, but there's like a few bricks and a few markers there. But yeah, I think there was initially something to Borley Rectory, and then the wife who was getting a double dose of the cock may have made some stuff up. Out of guilt. What the duck? Hello, Dan Green. Killer of fruit fly. There are ducks on my shirt. Sadly, there was some fuckery around Borley Rectory. Harry Price was a tad dodgy. Yeah, I heard Harry Price set a lot of shit up for it, right? Well, that's only what I've read. I started a YouTube channel to get into the paranormal niche, but with all this bullshit toxicity in the market lately, I'm seriously rethinking it. Do it anyway. Just choose to stay out of the toxicity. Look for specific claims and not people and things, depending on what you want to cover. If you're just covering the paranormal and you're a true believer, very little chance of you getting in shit. If you question anything, that's when you get in trouble. Noel Edmonds misses you. Dickhead. I used to love Noel Edmonds and Crinkly Bottom. I was going for the Luton rant from the show Bottom, talking about the rubber duck. Excuse me. Alessio, Spaghetti alla Paranormale. How you doing? Have you thought about reviewing bad ghost movies? No. I can't sit through bad movies. Just some people can watch bad movies and like, it's so shit, it's great. I can't get through them. Now you look like Timmy Mallet. Will you fuck off? I wear this shirt to amuse you. And I get the piss ripped out of me for it. Suck my ass. Gonna make A can of coffee. What's a can of coffee? Hey, King in Yellow, how you doing? One could cover the buildings, like the history and the stories. Yeah. Oh, there's so many as well. Even buildings that are not there. The depth of scope you could go into in the paranormal without getting yourself in trouble is massive. I can't, because every time I look up a haunted location's history, I can pretty much disprove it. Like Hill House in the States. The only reason I did a video about it, I just didn't release it because when Joe Vitale told a bit of truth about the police, they fucking sued him. Or tried to. Anne Wilkinson, thank you for the £2. Hi Beardo and chat. Hope everyone is well. Hope you're well, Anne. My bad is more neuroscience, psychology, and other odd hobbies. Do you know what? I watched a body language expert the other day, and he was watching the Warrens on a quiz, not a quiz show. He was watching the Warrens get interviewed. It was by their son-in-law, but they never actually say he's that's our son-in-law that's interviewing us. He's like the skeptical interviewer, but it's the fucking doofus son-in-law. That was stupid. This guy was like, every time Ed speaks, he's like giving these little tells, and when he's uncomfortable lying, he's scratching his neck, and he's doing this. It's like, this is fascinating. I don't know the science behind it, so I couldn't agree with him, but it was fantastic to watch. Is reacting to nostalgia critics, horror movies, and ideas. Seeing if his opinion is the same as yours, for example. Could be. Apparently, most of the ghosts at the rectory picked up the chains and sheets and relocated to a nearby Borley Woods after the fire. It would be great if you had a hat like your shirt. I don't have a pink hat, but I do have a hat with a duck on it. Pew pew, motherfuckers! I bet you weren't expecting me to pull out a duck hat, were you? Huh? Just said that a little fast. Borley Rectory. Borley Rector. But what? I just had a thumbnail of yours pop up from 3 years ago. Axel Beardo's an improvement on Hobo Beardo. Hobo Beardo? Excuse me? Axel Beardo. God damn it! He looks like Mr. Ass. I'm an ass man. What's a show with a show called Light? It's brilliant with the micro expressions. Apologies for the Timmy Mallet comparison. The shirt is lovely. Thank you for the £5. No need for the though, is it? Beach day beard. Do you know what? The weather is fucking miserable. It's grey as shit. It has been for months. So I put coloured lights on and a big bright shirt. Excuse me for wanting to brighten up the darkest, dankest, most miserable shit winter on record. They heard the horses went to Borley Rectory, but there was nothing there. Really? Do you know what? If Borley Rectory was really so haunted, I'm trying not to ruin this for people, but you know, there was the ghost of a nun. I see so many ducks in your future. I've got ducks everywhere. I've got rubber ducks on my car. There's rubber ducks over there. Right, so there's the ghost of a nun haunting Borley Rectory. Now I know he was the head, but just imagine just your typical see-through nun is the ghost, okay? Borley Rectory burns down. There's just flat land. So when people go to other places and they're like, we've seen Roman centurion warriors marching through, but they were missing their legs because they raised the floor, then how come nobody goes to Borley Rectory and sees a nun walking across an invisible floor? Like when I've gone to all these like castle ruins, why don't you ever see a ghost? I mean, right, you don't see ghosts all the time, but why are there no reports of a ghost walking where the floor used to be? Have I ever watched Tucker and Dale vs. Evil at least once a year? It is my favourite horror comedy of all time. I think it is even better than the scary movie films. I think it's brilliant. Scary movie films get on my nerves after a while. I can taste that shirt through the screen. It is the flavour of those fruit salad chews. Shoe a bodyguard, more like. I don't think that tastes nice. I collect rubber ducks dressed in historical and fictional characters. My favourite is the Plague Ductor. I've got a Batman duck in my car. I've got a Thor duck in my car. I've got a Grim Reaper and a Deadpool over there that are going to go in my car. But I had to get work done on it the other day, so I had to take all the ducks out. But my daughter's got a dashboard full of ducks as well. Leave a like, everyone. Absolutely. Hit that like button right now. Better than Shaun of the Dead? Ooh. No. No. It's fucking close, though. Shaun of the Dead is cinematic history. Whereas Tucker and Dale is like a niche movie, but I could watch both of those movies over and over again and laugh just as hard every time. Your shirt has given me an idea of what to have for dinner. Pasta, port and orange sauce. Roxy Green, thank you for the £2. It's not your fault, Beardo, from Dan Rocks and the boys. Hey, thank you, Dan Rocks and the boys. Shaun of the Dead is hard to beat. True. He's becoming a duck. It's better than your husband, Lou. He's becoming a dick. Shaun of the Dead is... Yeah, it is the greatest comedy horror of all time. The shirt is very cheery. It's supposed to be. It is supposed to be. Julienne, Duck Duck Goose. I prefer Hot Fuzz, though. I love Hot Fuzz. Hot Fuzz, Jaws, The Mummy, all great films. Con Man? No, I haven't. Second, that in my last message should have been in. Right. The story about the Roman soldiers was the first ever ghost show I ever watched. Arthur C. Clarke's Fantastic World or Planet. Can't remember what that was called now. What's your first time of the day? Can't stop thinking about it. It's so stupid but funny. Well, I put Tucker and Dale on. Obviously, I recognise both the actors. It started, I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. And I thought it was going to be a typical hillbilly but horror comedy. But then when it turns out they were completely innocent, everyone was just accidentally dying, and then they accidentally bring a demon, I was just laughing. But the deaths was so funny. So gory, yet so funny. Such a good movie. Really underrated as well by most parts. Eight-Legged Freaks. I think I only ever watched that once because I'm not particularly a big fan of spiders. The merch shop is quick with delivery. You must order. The mug is so good. Where did you order from, Gav? Are you in the UK? I know people in Germany or near to Germany get it quicker because I think that's where they made. Redneck Zombies or Rabid Grannies. Oh, I think I'll give them a miss. Although Cockneys vs. Zombies is very, very good. You'll have to watch the show Resident Alien. Resident Alien? Watched Tuck and Dale when I was drunk and I can't remember much of it. Laura Holmes. Rewatch it. It is such a funny film. A proper belly laugh all the way through it. Absolutely fantastic film. Talalani and Alan Tudyk are both going to be an awesome con in DC this year. That's amazing. I'd like to go to a con. The top of my list for a Comic Con or something of guests to meet. Ryan Hurst was always top of the list, and I've met him. The very tippity top of the list is to meet Robert Englund. So I can meet Robert Englund, get him to sign my Freddy glove and the box. I'll be a very, very happy man with that. But I'd love to meet Jason Mewes and Kevin Smith. I'd absolutely love to meet them because I watched Clerks when it first came out. Most of my mates didn't get it the first time. They started watching it, like, this is black and white, this is shit. And I loved it. It was like one of those films I'd watch every Saturday. And then Mallrats came out, and I mean, I even enjoy the bizarre, out there stuff that Kevin Smith did, like the one with the walrus. Tusk. I thought Tusk was hilarious and really disgusting. There was also the one with the Rapture, Red State. I thought that was great. So I missed the discussion about pitiful taking Andrew Stonerock to court. We briefly covered on it. Ferret. Obviously, I'm trying to stay out of it on this. I think they're already making the new Jay and Silent Bob movie. Are they making that? I know they're doing another Clerks movie, or as far as I know they are. Got to see the Serenity cast con in San Francisco, I'm guessing that says. Back when the Serenity came out, Alan was the only person not there, and Nathan called him, and they were very funny guys. Red State is good. Kevin Smith's a very smart director. Like, people just think it's all weed and fat and dick jokes. People that don't watch it properly. But then, obviously, Dogma. Dogma is such an incredibly smart film. Alanis Morissette playing God at the end. Genius. Kevin Smith's such a talented guy. Obviously, when I was over on Twitch, I raided into J Muse streams a few times because he's got a Twitch channel. He started in lockdown. He still games on there. Fortnite and Call of Duty and stuff. He's a cool guy. I watched Markiplier's film. I enjoyed it, but I can see it being divisive. But to achieve that level of success entirely independent. Yeah, he made it on, I think the budget was $3 million. And he's, the third YouTuber now to make a movie? I think that's incredible. You've got the guys that have gone over to A24. I can't remember their names, but they made Talk to Me in another movie. They're YouTubers. Markiplier's done his film, and you've been Stuckmanized. Chris Stuckman. He's a YouTuber that's made a movie as well. I haven't seen it yet. I put it on, and it was a found footage movie, and it was really slow, so I turned it off. So if I did a review, I'd be like, it was shit. But I was tired. I love the Arabian God meant. I did not. What? Mrs. Geek loves Alanis Morissette. There will be a third Jay and Silent Bob, and rumours are Dogma 2 is coming out. Yeah, I've heard that as well. I'd love to see him do Dogma 2. Dogma 2 is that would be high on my list of things to watch. I love the Kevin Smith movies. They're fantastic. The casting is always on point. And you always remember just these silly little moments from each movie. There's always a few lines, but like if you've ever seen Mallrats and somebody says it's a fucking sailboat, people will laugh because of that one scene. Did you know they've made a film? Yeah, it's coming out later this year, right? Mortuary Assistant. I hope they do better with that than any other video game movie adaptation that has been made. I hope it's better than the first Silent Hill movie, even though I actually quite enjoyed the first Silent Hill movie. Can't watch found footage films. I find them so boring. Some are pretty good. Grave Encounters is a found footage movie. And it's basically, you can see they're taking the piss out of Ghost Adventures in it. But it's actually a good horror movie as well as being a send-up of Ghost Adventures. A schooner is a sailboat. There you go. Dogma 2 without Alan Rickman, though. Yeah. Gremlins 3 has been confirmed. Yeah, like Goonies 2 has been confirmed for the last 10 years. People are still saying Goonies 2 is coming out. I don't think it is. Like GTA 6. Love Grave Encounters, yeah. Don't watch the second one, though. It's shit. Absolute shit. Dogma was great, but have you seen The Prophecy of Christopher Walken? Yes, I have. Kestrel Pat, hello, how you doing? Someone who experienced the culture of going to the mall at the time that came out is pretty accurate to the experience. It is, and while a lot of people will say that I look more like Silent Bob, out of my group of friends, I definitely would have been the Jason Mewes character. I'd have been Jay. I'd have been the loudmouth idiot. First Grave Encounter is fantastic. Second one is awful. True. So long as the family get compensated when AI is... It's when AI is decent. It's the one film to happily watch so long as it's done and essential to the film. The Prophecy is a gem. Yeah, I'd not watched that until last year at some point. Really good film. Have you seen Dolly? No. Is it a sin to say the last movie I saw was Fast 7? I've never seen it. I don't enjoy the Fast and Furious films. Actually, I did watch that one because it was one they made after Paul Walker died. When they got his brothers to play it. Because I did enjoy the first one. The second one that everyone seems to love, I thought was shit. Then they did Tokyo Drift, that was even fucking worse. Then they did one with Dwayne, that was alright. And then Vin Diesel becomes a superhero where he's jumping across freeways, and then apparently they've gone into space in whatever the newer one was. Well, they're up to 10 of them now? Fuck off, it's not that deep. They were car thieves and car racing drivers. So the first year in VHS when they came out, there's 3 Prophecy films. I've only ever seen the first one. Drag Me to Hell 2 is on its way as well. Really? I haven't seen any Fast and Furious. There was one called Biker Boys as well. There was like Fast and Furious on bikes. I watched it because I love bikes. Fucking awful. Awful film. People don't understand physics and motorbikes. There's more than 3. I may have to have a look for them. It's into Mission Impossible, like Triple X. There was only 2 Triple X's, right? Oh no, there was 3 because Vin came back after Ice. I love Ice Cube, but Ice Cube's Triple X movie was fucking shocking. But, you know, Jodie playing the quarter-final football in Liverpool today. Oh, let's go. Jodie playing football in Liverpool. Epic. Is that where Dog is? He's taking her there. I don't particularly enjoy racing movies and stuff. Gone in 60 Seconds was pretty good. But other than that, I don't really watch them. You know, like Grave Encounters, give Gonjiam Haunted Asylum a go. It's Korean version. Oh. I tell you what else was good. Was, I can't remember the name of it. Something 9? Maybe? And it's in an asylum. It's a work crew with a guy from CSI Miami with the glasses, you know. The ginger guy. Where they're like a wrecking crew or something, and they're doing work in an asylum. They start hearing voices, and one of them's playing Session 9, I think it's called. That's a really good film as well. He's doing another Triple X and another Riddick. Do you remember when Vin Diesel was like, I'll never do sequels. Never do sequels. Now that's all he does is sequels, because his films fucking suck. First Riddick, it wasn't even called Riddick, it was called Pitch Black, and that movie worked borderline because that guy was a villain in it. It wasn't just about Riddick. The second one, they go all sci-fi space opera, and Riddick's the centre of the universe, and he was shit. I think they did a third one, didn't they? I don't know. So I still haven't seen Troll Hunter. Session 9 was really good. David Caruso, that's him. He doesn't pose so much in it. You don't see him doing that. I could just leave that on. Exists is a good movie. I haven't seen that. Carl Urban was good in the second one. When that second movie... Right, there was a film came out called Ghost Ship, and Carl Urban was in that, and he had long hair. And then the Chronicles of Riddick came out, and Carl Urban still had long hair, but he was tied up, and I had long hair that was tied up all the time. Loads of people like, you look like Carl Urban. Obviously, when I was much younger, and he was much younger, don't fucking look anything like him anymore. I think it was just the hair, and the fact that we've both got the piggy nose. Waiting to talk to DWP for 60 minutes for... They shit, in they? Vin was better at WWE. Was Vin Diesel in WWE? Diesel's on the new Steven Seagal. His movies, apart from Under Siege, were garbage. I used to love Steven Seagal movies when I was a kid. Ghost Ship is weird. It's generally panned, but I remember thinking it was okay. Yeah, there's a few films like that that were critically panned and audiences didn't watch them that are really good. Ghost Ship is one of that opening scene with the wire. It's fucking incredible. And it's a good horror movie. I don't know why people don't like it. I always used to get confused between Carl Urban and Keith Urban. Who's Keith Urban? I don't know who Keith Urban is. Do I need to look that up? How in the fuck did you mix Carl Urban and him up? I mean, one's Australian, one's from New Zealand. One's blonde and blue eyes, and I've never heard of... He was married to Nicole Kidman. Keith Urban is an Australian and American country singer. Oh, that's why I've never heard of him. He's a fucking country singer. Country music sucks. He was Mrs. Geek. He was. Oh, he might still be. Nope. Nope, they split in 2025. Oh, you get them mixed up because of the name. Yeah. Loved Carl Urban in The Boys with his achy breaky heart. The song was shit. That was Miley Ray Cyrus's dad. Carl Urban was dread. I don't know how that movie failed. I really don't. Beardo dyes his hair the same colour as Steven Seagal. Yeah, I'm also a black belt in 83 different martial arts like Steven Seagal. Watch. That's what he fucking did. For decades. And nobody called him out. Hiya. In our old country sucks. It does. It's all shit. Except Johnny Cash. There's talk of a new Judge Dredd coming out. Love the Carl Urban one. If they bring a new one out and it doesn't involve Carl Urban and it doesn't have the same tone as the one before, it'll never do well. Icky Breaky was Billy Ray. Yeah, Billy Ray Cyrus, who is the father of Miley Ray Cyrus, who is also Hannah Montana. I know some shit. Carl Urban's version is the only Dredd movie made. What about Sylvester Stallone's version? Carl Urban was the only thing that made Doom watchable. And The Rock. Sure, I know people slated it, but I kind of enjoyed elements of that movie. I did enjoy The Rock's performance. I did enjoy Carl Urban. And the whole first-person shooter scene, I thought that was fucking great. I remember watching on the cinema like, this is fucking epic. And I watched it on DVD. I was like, yeah, it's not as good now. Set 4 nights, only 3 hours sleep. Beardo, check out Sam Donald. What's that? He did the Stallone version. Should never have taken his helmet. No, he absolutely shouldn't have. That film was shit, by the way. I was joking. Country music doesn't suck. I think it does. Okay then, I'm sorry. I will reword what I've said there. Country music, in my opinion, fucking sucks. Black belt in origami. You've got to watch Space Ice. He mocks old Steven Seagal movies. Hilarious. Is it what's his name? Jai White? He played Spawn. Like proper hard as fuck martial artist. He's been calling out Seagal for years. I love The Rock, even like Red One, even though it's a stupid Christmas movie. I like the Red One. We watched it the year it came out. I really enjoyed it. I didn't watch it this year, though. That was meant to go on my list of annual movies to watch at Christmas. And it didn't go on the... Let's not go down the Christmas route just yet. We're only just into February. Michael Jai White, thank you very much. I've got Iggy Breaky Heart stuck in my head now. I stand with Beardo. Country music sucks. Dolly Parton. I don't like Dolly Parton's music either. She had massive baps, but her music was shit. I only sing Jolene because of our mod. The White Stripes version was better. Just saying. He's a country singer, but grungy vocals. His cover of Aerials is amazing. Country music is like someone running their fingers on a chalkboard. Yeah, I really, really don't enjoy it. Country music is not my thing. When I was a kid, at one point, my dad's got a very wide and eclectic taste in music. When he was listening to like Iron Maiden and Motorhead and stuff, loved that shit in the car. ZZ Top, Black Sabbath, all cool stuff. When he got into Garth Brooks, I'd rather fucking walk. Good afternoon, Mr. Don't Scare Claire. Applaud the shirt choice, mate. It's brave, innit? What about country rock, though? More blues? No. Just doesn't appeal to me at all. Is there an English equivalent to country music? No. There might be, but I don't know. I wouldn't have thought so. Weird Al. I only know a couple of Weird Al songs. Red One was on ITV on Christmas Day at 2 in the morning. That film got absolutely torn apart. I thought it was good. I don't know how it cost as much as it did. Well, I do. Because Dwayne went, paycheck, please. Fucking huge. More. Hey, listen, Robert Downey Jr.'s had a pay rise. More. Thank you. I'm more of a Dolph Lundgren fan. He can sing, break boards, and has an advanced degree in engineering. Do you know what? Dolph Lundgren. I watched a documentary on him a couple of months ago. I had no idea how intelligent that man was. Fair play to him. Looking like a very camp Captain Pugwash. What did I ever do to you? Irish yodeling, maybe. Maybe, or some Welsh hymns. Have you seen the fart videos that lead into a song, Wicked Game? My favourite cover of Wicked Game was by Corey Taylor. The hymn version was pretty good as well. No. Iris? No. What? Iris? Who's Iris? What are you on about? Saying the Purple Rain is kind of country. No, it's not! Not! Just don't watch the Dolph Lundgren Punisher. Do you know what? As a Punisher movie, it is fucking abysmal. As an action movie, it's still shit. It's boring. They didn't even put the skull on him. Yeah, the Dolph Lundgren Punisher film was shit. It was shit. It was really... They didn't get the character of the Punisher at all. But that's an issue I have with a lot of comic book movies, or the older comic book movies, was they didn't get the characters. Didn't like the other ones. Do you know what? I loved Punisher Warzone. What's his name? Ray. Sadly passed away. He was also in the Thor movies, but not as the Punisher. Ray something. It's gone. Punisher Warzone. Where Jigsaw gets all of the gangs together to Slipknot playing over the top. A guy cartwheels over the roof, and the Punisher just blows him up mid-air, and just his shoes land. I thought it was fucking great. Absolutely fucking great. See, Thomas Jane Punisher, it was a cool action movie, but they didn't get the character of the Punisher right at all. Not at all. Interesting fact about Thomas Jane's Punisher. Obviously, when he gets into the fight with the Russian, that's Kevin Nash, the wrestler. He stabs him in the chest, and then you see him look down, and he's like, and he pulls the knife out while he's still holding his hand and pushes him back. Thomas Jane accidentally really stabbed Kevin Nash in the chest. The knife was in him, and the grimace you see in the knife pull out, that was all real. He accidentally, legitimately stabbed him. T-shirt survived the beach. Hey, Ray Stevenson, that's him. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, the Punisher with Thomas Jane is a decent action movie. As a Punisher movie, it's not very good. Don't worry, Beardo. I wear a headband like that when I sleep to keep my hair in place. I have to wear it until just this bit and these bits at the back, they won't tie up just yet. And I don't want to shave that bit off like all the wrestlers are doing. So until it grows, I'm covering my hair. Once it's grown, I can either wear it down or I can tie it up. Job done. But while it's in this awkward phase where there's just bits that fucking do this off the side of my head, I'm wearing a hat or a headband. Morning, Quiltress. How you doing? Are you protective of the books you collect? Hey. Ray Stevenson grew up in Northumberland, got into acting by going to the Odeon Cinema in Newcastle. I've been to cinema loads. I should have been an actor. I couldn't be an actor. When I did performing arts in college, they tried to get us to go into the acting side of it. Or they tried to get me to go into the acting side of it because I wasn't a very good musician. I was like, nah. I just felt awkward as fuck all the time. Do what you do. But... What? John Bernthal is perfect. John Bernthal's Punisher. Very good. And his sort of brutality when he's fighting and like the animalistic grunting he's doing when he's smashing the shit. John Bernthal's Punisher is epic. He's my favourite version of the Punisher, and I can't wait to see what they do with him in the MCU. All he wanted to do is all his own stunts, and the only one director wouldn't let him do was when he tackled the Russian. Yeah, the Netflix Punisher, there was elements of it they got wrong with the character, but for the most part, it was as close as they could get while making the long, multi-episode story of the Punisher. I tried to rewatch the Netflix shows. I've rewatched the Punisher. I've rewatched Daredevil. I tried to rewatch Jessica Jones, and I forgot how fucking boring that show was. Luke Cage, I didn't like it the first time, and I certainly don't like it the second time. Iron Fist, that everyone hated, I kind of liked it. Ryan Adams, how you doing? Beardo, just sort you out a gift. We'll give it to you when I see you, pal. Oh, Jesus Christ. I get fucking worried when you lot got gifts. What's your take on Henry Cavill as the new Highlander? I don't really have a take until I see it. But that's a movie I'm genuinely excited for because Henry Cavill is such a nerd. And I loved his take on Superman. I loved him in The Witcher. Yeah, I'm excited for it. Because he's a nerd and he gets a say in the movies as well. And he's like, well, hang on, Superman wouldn't do that. Or The Witcher wouldn't do that. Geralt wouldn't do that. Because he reads the books and he researches. So, yeah, I'm quite excited for that. Do you see Jessica Jones in the trailer for the new Daredevil? I have. First time I watched Jessica Jones, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more because of David Tennant's performance, because it's the first dark role I've seen Tennant do. No, it's nice. No joking about it, pal. Alright. I'll trust you. He was really good at Mission Impossible as well. Yeah, I'm quite excited for what he's going to bring to it. I'm really looking forward to the Street Fighter film as well. The Street Fighter film actually looks pretty fucking decent. And I've seen people saying, oh, this person's miscast, that person's miscast, and this person isn't Chinese enough, and this person isn't... Oh, fuck off. It don't matter. It don't matter. Ken isn't American. I don't care. I just want to watch a ridiculous Street Fighter movie that's better than the one that came out in the 90s. I've seen Secret Smile. The first role I saw him in then, where he played a villain, was when he played Kilgrave. But it wasn't just the fact that he played a villain, it was the fact that he played such a disgusting villain because of what his superpower was. Because there was someone else where Tennant played a Scottish serial killer, and that was really fucking good as well. I haven't seen the new Witcher. Big question with the Highlander movie: who's going to play Ramirez and Kurgan? They've already cast the Kurgan. I don't know who's playing Ramirez. I think Is Antonio Banderas playing Ramirez, or is that like a dream casting? I hope they get a Spaniard to play a Spaniard this time, or an Egyptian. They said all that when Heath Ledger's cast as the Joker. Look how that turned out. Exactly. Everyone was really, really taking the piss when Heath Ledger got cast as the Joker. And what... Yeah, exactly. Look what happened. Des, that's the one I was on about, Laura, when he plays the real-life Scottish serial killer. He was horrible in that as well. David Tennant's such a good actor. Yeah, there's a few castings where people have laughed. I mean, Christian Bale. When Christian Bale was first cast as Batman, people were kicking right off. And Michael Keaton. They weren't big enough. Well, they did a fucking great job of it. Who cares? Tom Hardy being cast as Bale. He's too short. Well, he fucking did a good enough job of it. The voice is a bit off for a lot of people. Ramirez has been played by Russell Crowe. That could work. I like Russell Crowe. Lorenzo Lamas. What was that show he did? Renegade. It was fucking shit. I think Batista is actually playing the Kurgan, isn't he? Is he? Jared Leto. See, now when Jared Leto was cast as the Joker, the opposite happened. Everyone was raging like, yes, Jared Leto, the Joker, because he plays dark and nasty so well. Turn him into some fucking pound shop gangster with hand tat. What the fuck? It was so bad. Street Fighter movie was bad, but I loved Raul Julia's Bice. It was the last film he did, wasn't it? That film was so fucking bad. It was awful. And the Mortal Kombat sequel, Annihilation. That was so bad. I was dead set against Batfleck, as I can't stand the bloke. Turns out he's one of the best Bat. There's a reason I've got a Batfleck statue there. I've got a really expensive Batfleck statue there. The armoured one next to it is because Ben Affleck is my favourite portrayal of Batman. The height, the build, the way he played a sort of a grizzled older Bruce Wayne. It's a fucking travesty that we didn't get the Batman vs. Deathstroke movie that Batfleck was trying to make. Drew McIntyre has been cast as Cavill's brother in Highlander. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Oh, I like that idea. I like Drew Galloway. Drew McIntyre. Galloway. What was he, Galloway? He was Galloway in a different company. Never mind. What was Galloway his real name? I like him. I like how toxic he is as well. John Leete was my toxic crush when he was in My So-Called Life. I don't even know what that is. Just rewatched Phantoms. Loved that movie. Adam West? No. I like the Adam West Batman show for nostalgia from when I was a kid. I mean, I've got some Adam West Batman stuff, yeah. Over there, because the CRL sent me the classic Batmobile with Batman stood next to it. Batman 1966. I've got some Batman 66 Funkos here as well. I got some Batman 66 stuff. Drew McIntyre, the Scottish psychopath. The guy is muscle on muscle. He's a WWE wrestler. He is fucking massive. But he's he doesn't seem to know where his character ends and he begins, because even on Twitter and when he's being interviewed, he's always in character. He's just constantly trolling other wrestlers and everyone thinks it's real. Mike, I got an episode and a half into Wonder Man. I couldn't get through it. I thought it was boring as fuck. Kind of scared about Leto in Masters because he did the Joker, only Mark Hamill did Skeletor in the cartoon and he sounded a lot like BTA's Joker, who Hamill also played. Yeah. Leto's capable of being a very good actor. And the fact that he's going to be covered in makeup and a big muscle suit, I've got faith in the He-Man film. Drew McIntyre's a lot bigger in person. He's funny as hell and so is Sheamus. I can only imagine the size on them pair. They are big, big dudes. I mean, do you remember when Sheamus came back and everyone was giving him shit for being fat? That's not fat. He's just not as muscly. Fucking hell. And the people slating him were all fat. I was the same way, but it does get better. Does it actually go into superhero territory? Because all I saw was purple glowing eyes and him shaking. And fuck this. Lito lost the plot years ago. Oh, true. Absolutely true. Started watching Wonder Man. It's lame. Yeah, I don't know if I can. I'm a big fan of if something can't hold my attention, I've got no desire to sit through shit episodes. Like, I never got to the end of WandaVision because I think I actually skipped some episodes just to watch the finale, and it didn't make much sense, and I was like, this wasn't very good. And then they brought out that Agatha all along. I got 10 minutes into that and I turned that off. Is Lito a cult leader? Is he? Lito was good in Dallas Buyers Club. So I've never seen that. That's one of them sad films in it because I avoid them like the plague. For entertainment, or what I don't like to do for entertainment is get fucking depressed. Have you ever seen the ERB Joker versus Pennywise? No. I applied yesterday for a course in college for game design. So if I get in, I would be planning, designing and making my own games. Wish me luck. Hey, Lycan, good luck. That'd be awesome. I have seen American Gods. That show was fucked up. Hope they bring Battlecat in He-Man. Cringer is in the trailer. But they've already started releasing designs for toys and there's an armoured Battlecat. Lito is a cult leader worth looking at because, ew, I'll actually look into that. It's a good film, Beardo. Is it a sad film? Look, I don't watch sad films. Loads of people like, you got to watch Philadelphia with Tom Hanks. Never watched it. Sad film. He's gonna die at the end. I ain't watching it. Disney have a habit of killing properties that they purchase. Not all of them. I think they've done a great job with Marvel for the most part. Thank God we didn't get that Nicolas Cage Superman. And I love Nicolas Cage. Yeah. Nicolas Cage is very hit and miss. Very. But he was a Superman fan. It was been a cult leader for years. Did all his fans, most of them female... Oh, right. Oh. Kevin McKidd is going to be in Highlander. I love Dog Soldiers. Dog Soldiers is fucking brilliant. One of the most underrated horror werewolf movies ever. Love it. Absolutely love it. I hope I give you the shits. I'd have loved that as Catsley. It was huge. What? Rewatching V from 2009. V in 2009? I didn't even know they remade it. Never watched Titanic. I think I did when it came out. In fact, I definitely did. Because when she's giving her the whole, there's no room. Let's fucking shift over. There's plenty of room. Oh, I'm so upset he died. You killed him, bitch. By not sharing. She had her own flotation devices. The Highlander that's coming is a remake with Henry Cavill playing Conor McLeod. It looks, or it sounds in theory really good. Because let's be fair, after the first Highlander, everything else they did was shit. Except the series. I like the Highlander series. I like Wonder Man. You don't get to see his superpowers until the end. Oh, see. This is the thing that did my head in with Daredevil Born Again. It was like, it started really strong. Really, really strong. And then there was like 3 episodes where fuck all happened. If you're going to call it Daredevil, at least have Daredevil in it. He's retired as Daredevil because his... And then they built it up. He finally puts on the suit for 1 episode and then it disappears again. I was like, this is pissing me off. I'm sure there were episodes without fight scenes. But apparently, the guys that made the Netflix wrote the first and the last episodes, and everything in between was a different team. And then they tried to retrofit everything, and that's why it feels as fucking weird as it does. The Marvel TV shows have all been garbage. All of them. I liked Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And as much as Daredevil was annoying in places and slow, I really enjoyed it in the end. And I've rewatched that. What else have Marvel done? The WandaVision, that was fucking awful. Secret Invasion, absolute shit. Do you know what? I can't even remember Secret Invasion. I can't even remember what happened. Apart from the girl from Game of Thrones develops tons of superpowers, and I was just like, fuck is this crap? And, you know, for such a beloved comic book story to get such a shit series. One time she thought she could translate City of Godfrey because she'd been in Spain for 6 months. Picked the film was Portuguese, which is not the same. Yeah, Brazilians speak Portuguese, don't they? Love the shirt. Thank you, Flower Coven. Keanu Reeves has said that he's pushing for a sequel to Constantine. I'd love to see a sequel to Constantine, but it needs to be more in the vein of the comic books. As his own film, it's fantastic. As a version of the comic book, it's shit. Marvel shows are great. The Punisher kicked ass. Yeah, but they were Marvel Netflix. I've watched the first season of Fallout. Really enjoyed it. I haven't watched the second one yet. TV show Gotham. I turned Gotham off. I couldn't get to the end of Gotham. It was so... That show was so disjointed. It was like Commissioner Gordon was playing this really serious, grizzled role. And then everyone around him was just fucking hamming it up. I mean, Will Smith's bint. Can't act for shit. Stop casting her and stuff. She's fucking awful. And then it was like the guy that played the Penguin was good. Robin James Lord. He was really good as the Penguin. The guy that played Zaz was really good. But then everyone else around him, truly, truly awful acting. There was like certain episodes where it was like the villains belonged in Batman 66, but they were opposite this really grizzled detective Jim Gordon. So for Captain Britain, I thought they canned Captain Britain. I think they've canned Blade as well. First season, third episode of Gotham, I tapped out. WandaVision was so good, it touches on the themes and stages of grief. I couldn't get past the sitcom element. I don't enjoy sitcoms, and to have so many episodes sitcoms, I couldn't get into it. I couldn't get into it at all. It was so fucking bizarre. I mean, I've watched so few sitcoms that I didn't get the in-jokes at what sitcom they were referencing. And I watched it when they announced that Quicksilver was coming into it. And I was like, oh, this could be cool. But then they ruined that. I watched the finale of it and I was like, Probably Gotham could have been better with shorter seasons instead of 25 episodes. Maybe. But it was just tonally all over the place. And I saw the last episode. That kid puts on the bat suit. Like he ain't beating anyone up. And that suit is shit. Agatha All Along. I couldn't get through Agatha All Along. As soon as the singing started, I was fucking out. I just couldn't get into it. And is it just me, or does the woman that plays Agatha remind anyone else of the witch with dark hair from the Three Sister Witches? What were they called? The Disney thing with the three witches, the sisters. Dean Bailey, hello. Any season with Jada Pinkett Smith in was awful. Fish Mooney was a shit character. Absolutely. What the hell did they call the series with Oscar Isaac in it? His made brother. Moon Knight. I enjoyed Moon Knight. I kind of liked Moon Knight. I have never got through Smallville. I've got no desire to. Hocus Pocus. Yeah. To the witch with the black hair. her and Agatha, I think they're the same character. The multiverse encompasses Disney. Agatha looking down the camera and winking and shit. Nah. Agatha was aimed at my age group. Housewife. Yep, well, I'm not a housewife. It sucked. I don't know why I even attempted to watch it, because I didn't enjoy WandaVision. Kathryn Hahn. Yeah, we'll go with that. The one that plays Agatha. She reminds me of the witch with the black hair from Hocus Pocus. Agatha is played with the lady who sang Let It Snow. Was she? Doom Patrol and Teen Titans or... What? Doom Patrol was a little bit linked to the Teen... See, I enjoyed Titans. I haven't watched the Game of Thrones spin-off. I should, because I loved Game of Thrones till the final season. I've never watched How to Train Your Dragon. Your House Husband. Pretty much, yeah. But I don't watch no girly shit. It was Beardo all along. Mary Sanderson. What? Yeah. Yeah. Fucking Agatha. That's not her. Hey. It's Agatha all along. Whoa, what happened there? Look. It's Agatha. Just had a rough couple of weeks. Kathryn Hahn auditioned for the role of Pam in the US. Did she? I don't watch no girly shit, says Beardo wearing a pink bright blouse. It's not a blouse, it's a shirt, and only real men could wear a shirt this pink. I liked Titans, especially the series setting. So I put it on. I was like, I'm not really interested in this. It's going to be all cartoony like Gotham, and then it was fuck Batman. I'm like, I'm in. Come with fat ass. I don't know if I ever got the end of it. The film Wrecking Crew is good. It's a silly roll your eyes film, but do your own soap opera. Desperate House Husbands. No. Absolutely not. I don't like soap operas. I don't like soap operas, and I don't like canned laughter. What do they call them? I said this the other day. On fucking last night. Tuesday night stream I said this. What was it? What did I say? Those comedies, the canned laughter, I just don't like them. Imagine if they remade Howard the Duck. I know Howard the Duck gets a lot of shit, but I've always enjoyed that film. I've always liked it. The duck nipples was a bit weird, and the fact that the woman actually shagged the duck was out there. But I liked Howard the Duck as a kid. Jack Reacher was indeed in Titans. He played Hawkman. Not Hawkman. He played Hawk, not Hawkman. It's a different character. Yeah, the laughter tracks, sitcoms. That's what I meant. Yeah, I don't like soaps. I don't like sitcoms. They can't remake Howard the Duck. Because the kid came out human, but with a fucking duck bill and feathers. UK has Ed the Duck. Ed the Duck? I remember Orville. Orville the Duck. That was some shit when I was a kid. Go play Cyborg in Doom Patrol is British. He has 2 episodes of Doctor Who. Ah. Do anyone watch that shit, Hollyoaks? I've never watched it. Wait, someone fucked the duck? Yes. I actually got a stream down, taken down, proving this. I got a stream down on YouTube. It was taken down because of the duck in the bath on Howard the Duck's Duck World. Full on breasts with nipples out. And yeah, there is a scene later. You don't see them doing it. But yeah. Howard the Duck. Boom, chicken, wham, wad. With a human woman. And it was a kid's film. There's a scene when the characters in Agatha turn into big witches from other media. Agatha turned into the Wicked Witch of the West from Oz. So Disney missed a good bit there. It sounds awful, doesn't it? love the Glasgow Cup. It's great, isn't it? The guy that plays Reacher said that he wants to play Batman. I'd love to see him play Batman. I don't remember Spit the Dog. I've heard people talk about it. Never saw it. My dad's 75. He loved Howard the Duck. I didn't get it. Howard the Duck was great when I was a kid. In fact, I remember watching it with my uncle, thinking it was like really funny. And then I went home, and obviously my parents, well, my mum had a video shop. She brought Howard the Duck home, put it on, and then my mum was like, "You can't watch this!" Yeah, Duck Nips, actually, that live stream was my first ever live stream that got taken down was because of Duck Nips. Some people may remember that. The mods would. Yeah, Howard the Duck was in Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm not giving away my duck shirt. It was a gift from Glasgow Ghost Hunters. Howard the Duck was a weird film. So many levels of weird. Yeah, and when I watched it again as an adult, it was even fucking weirder. Kentucky Fried Movie. Never seen that. Wasn't it the mum from Back to the Future that played the lead in Howard the Duck? So I think it was. Duckman. Duckman, what's that? Howard was in Endgame 2. I think that was a deleted scene, wasn't it? Leah Thompson from Back to the Future, who was Howard the Duck had relations with. Was Craven? Yes, enjoyed the film. Shit villain. Craven wasn't a bad movie if you take away the fact that that was supposed to be Craven the Hunter from Spider-Man. Having Craven the Hunter be an animal rights activist, what the fuck were they thinking? All of those Spider-Man spin-offs were fucking awful. Craven was watchable if you didn't associate it with the character of Craven. Duck Dodgers and the 20... What are you on? You're making films up here, right? Darkwing Duck, I remember that. Duckman was an adult cartoon by the people who did Rugrats. Don't remember that. Oh, I have seen that. I have seen that. I've seen Duckman. Beto, how? You're only a few years older than me. Spit the Dog, Banana. See, I remember Banana Man. I don't know what Ed the Duck is. I remember watching Banana Man and having Banana Man comics. Oh, the guy off the Saturday morning cartoons. He replaced Gordon the Gopher. I remember him. It was shit. Otis the Aardvark. I think Otis the Aardvark was after I'd stopped watching Saturday morning cartoons. Apart from Spider-Man and the X-Men, because I watched them when I was an adult. Jason Alexander did Duckman's voice, and Frank Zappa's son was in it. What? Does anyone know why you fill the bathtub in a hurricane? We don't really get hurricanes in the UK. Andy Peters. Yeah, I remember. I definitely remember Super Ted. He's too old to remember half the programs you're all mentioning. Louise! You're 10 years fucking older than me! Danger Mouse, I remember. Duck Dodgers. Oh, it's Daffy Duck. Duck Dodgers, Daffy Duck cartoon where he fought Marvin the Man. I've never seen it. When did that come out? Oh, 2003. That's why I've never seen it. Zig and Zag. Zig and Zag, for you guys outside of the UK, were Saturday morning cartoon, that Saturday morning kids show puppets that had a #1 hit in the UK. They were shit. The song was shit. But they had a song called Dem Girls. Dem girls, them girls, them girls, they all love me. Got the #1. Do you remember Sharky and George? Yes. Do you know I can remember the song? Sharky and George, crime busters of the sea. Sharky and George, solve any mystery. Remember that? And your DuckTales? Woo! Ed the Duck reminded me of Brian. It's a puppet! Original Basil Brush, Sooty and Sweep. See, Zig and Zag being on Big Breakfast. Oh yeah, Big Breakfast they were on. See, Big Breakfast wasn't for kids though, was it? It was for teens and young adults. Sharp. What was the programme with Pat Sharp? Funhouse. Funhouse with Pat Sharp. I remember that. I always wanted to go on Funhouse. Funhouse looked cool as fuck. You had the go-kart race at the end. Orville sang it, wish you could. That was a depressed little fucking duck, that. Rod and Emu. Podge and Rog. I remember Bodger and Badger. I remember my grandmother distinctly. Right, my grandmother, when I was a kid, let me watch RoboCop, Predator, Terminator, the Alien movies. Pretty much everything my parents, because my parents were very strict. My nan let me watch it. But my nan would not let me watch Grange Hill because Grange Hill was disgusting and not for kids. And to this day, I have never seen an episode of Grange Hill. Vito, Zig and Zag and another character on Irish TV years before the Big Breakfast. Were they? Ah, there's somebody at the door. Yeah, I remember all that stuff. I'm an 80s kid. Spiff and Hercules. I've never heard of Spiff and Hercules. I still don't know what Spiff and Hercules are. Does anyone remember that? I don't remember that. What is Spiff and Hercules? Why is that screen so massive? What's Spiff and Hercules? Don't remember that. Never heard of it. Spiff and Hercules sounds wrong. I like that dungeon game. You want to know Nightmare? Jenny J, you want to know Nightmare? With the guy that looked like Chris Rea. I'll look for you now. This. Because I love this Nightmare. You want about that? It was great. I genuinely, as a kid, thought that was Chris Rea from the Road to Hell video. R.I.P. Chris Rea. Trapdoor was great. Sooty and Sweep, yeah, he was shit, wasn't he? Roland Rat, I remember Roland Rat. Ren and Stimpy, you idiot. That was another one my nan banned me from watching, was Ren and Stimpy. I wasn't allowed to watch Ren and Stimpy. I wasn't allowed to watch Grange Hill. And I got banned from watching anything with Rick Mayall in it, because every time they did something stupid, I try and do it to my brother. Look at Podge and Rog. They were like a haunt. What the fuck are they? What the fuck are they? Are they ghosts that got a bit too high on the green devil's lettuce? They're state on them fucking things. Jesus. Oh, I'll take you to a blast from the past now. These things will freak you out. Does anyone remember the Riddlers from the bottom of the garden? Check out these fucking things. Look at them. Look at them. Mossop and Tiddler. They were weird as shit. Weird. Rosie and Jim was fucking awful and all. Hey, Evie Stevie, how you doing? Jamie and the Magic Torch. I remember the name of it. Art Attack with Neil Buchanan, who was in a metal band. I loved Art Attack when I was a kid. Used to love the big art attacks at the end. Mask, Pole Position, Cities of Gold. The Wombles. Wombles were fucking crap, man. Remember my next door neighbour bought me a Wombles jigsaw puzzle for Christmas as a kid, and I hated them. The Riddlers were well scary. The Riddlers kind of looked like they were made for David Bowie's Labyrinth movie, but didn't quite make it because they were too fucked up. You should look up Noisy Bonk. I don't think I should. Wait, didn't we do this before? Noisy Bonk. Whoa, we definitely didn't look that up before. The fuck is that? Fuck it. Megan would love this guy. The Snorks. Were they the things with the stupid noses? On the raccoons. I hated the raccoons. Oh, no, they weren't. Yes, make a cartoon for kids. But make the cartoon look like sperm with arms and legs. Was that Seg? That was Seg before he had the nose job, yeah. What was the show called with farm animals living human lives? Not a clue. Not a clue. Nosy Bonk was a program for schools. It was so weird. I'm glad I never got to see that. On that nightmare fuel, I'm going to try sleeping. Sleep well. Don't let the Nosy Bonk get you. He's going to get you. This big fucking trunk. Ah, Helen Grano, hello to you. The Family Ness. Huh? Have you heard of that? Look up the original Mickey Mouse from Disneyland. That's not it. What the fuck? I can't find a big enough image of it to share it. Is that it? What the fuck? They're stating this shit. That's not Disneyland, it can't be. It isn't all. Wow. When I was a kid in the 70s, everything was terrifying. Sandman, 1991. He looks like the Judder Man. What was that on? I don't remember that. He looks cool as fuck. I feel like this is something I should have watched. Hey, that Sandman looks pretty cool. Sandman 1991 gives you nightmares. Look at the original Bungle from Rainbow. Bungle. Rainbow was shit. What am I looking for? Original Bungle. Oh! Whoa! Good job they changed it to this. That's far less terrifying than that. That's mortifying. Holy shit. They put that on for kids. What the fuck? Oh. Penelope Pitstop, I used to watch that. There was Dick Dastardly and stuff. They were all cartoons when my dad was a kid that was still on when I was a kid. Dark Crystal was awesome. Wacky Races was the original Mario Kart, I reckon. Look up the original Ronald McDonald and Hamburglar. There's something you wouldn't let your kids near. Look at this. Why did kids eat the McDonald's? Look at this. Oddly, the original Hamburglar was the least nonce looking guy out of all of them. I mean, there's a fucking big purple dildo back there. Look at him. What the fuck? Johnny Quest was epic. The black and white one. Oh, is that a Hamburglar? Is that what the original Hamburglar looked like? And that's the original Ronald McDonald. Whoa! No wonder 70s and 80s kids are so fucked up. That's messed up. That. Wow. Kids want to go to McDonald's? Fuck no! I want to go to Wimpy! Ah. That's Bozo the Clown. Oh, what? Speaking of Moomins, when I was a kid, there's a show of them, people in suits that could speak with the... My mother was on about Moomins. Moomin was... Never mind. Another black and white picture of Ronald McDonald. That's the original Ronald. Right, that's the original Ronald. That's fucked up. Wasn't Bozo the Clown what Gacy based his clown paint on? Am I remembering that right? The Halloween tree. What was that? Oh, I don't remember that. Is that a book? Oh, there was a cartoon as well. That's not weird. Whoa. Look at the main villain, though. Oh, that shit. Eh. I tell you what, I shouldn't have watched it as young as I did. I'll show you what really, really fucking scared me as a kid. Apart from Freddy Krueger. Come on. If I say the words, I want my cake. I want my cake. This thing scared the fuck out of me. Scared the shit out of me. Creepshow was scary as shit. That was the first episode. That thing scared the shit out of me as a kid. Crawls out of the grave and then caves people's heads. Scared the shit out of me. And then you had the Leslie Nielsen bit where Ted Danson comes back from the dead. That was bad enough. And then Stephen King's Creepshow. And then there was this fucking thing. This thing terrified me. Everyone that's ever watched Stephen King's Creepshow, that will all tell you the same thing. The crate scared the shit out of them. It got progressively scary, and I got to the crate, and then there was like an episode after the crate. Thankfully, was just involving cockroaches and stuff. It was like, Stephen King's Creepshow scared the absolute piss out of me as a kid. Hated it. Ratafac I'm not sure I should look up that. Can I get in trouble for that? It sounds like. What is that? Did people just genuinely hate kids back then? What the fuck? Mickey Mouse Goes to Hell? I've not seen that. As a kid, Tim Curry, as it scared me. Yeah, he scared me as the devil as well in Legend. Why is your sister on the screen? Best kid show ever, Tales from the Crypt. I love Tales from the Crypt. Meg Mucklebones. That was the Dark Crystal, right? Right, I'll not put the titties on screen. Wait, was she Legend or the Dark Crystal? What was she from? She was from Legend. This was a kid's film. This was a kid's film. I completely forgot about it. I thought that what's his name was scary. Tim Curry was scary in it. That's fucking hideous. That's still hideous. I hope I didn't get tits on screen then. Wait, did Robert Picardo play her? No way. Sorry, I'm just reading. Semi-aquatic. She was played by Robert Picardo, who was the holographic Doctor in Star Trek Voyager. Huh? Cool. Hammer House Horror. Loved Hammer Horror stuff when I was a kid. This is why we're all tough as nails. Yeah, we grew up watching this shit. This is for kids. Was that from Legend with Tom Cruise? Yeah. The Frighteners. I loved The Frighteners. Loved that film growing up. She terrified. I completely forgot about it. And as soon as I opened the image up, I can remember it triggered a vivid memory, right? Obviously, houses are built a bit different now, and windows are different. But I remember distinctly my mother cooking Sunday dinner, and there were 2 rooms between our living room and the kitchen. But the living room window being all fucking steamed up and stuff from my mum cooking the dinner, because like single pane glass and shit. And that bitch came on the TV, and I think me and my brother both cried. The Hobbit cartoon scared you as a kid. What was the UK show, the political satire? Spit and Image. Spit and Image. It's been rebooted. Yeah, it has. I haven't watched the reboot. I always remember that because they did a section on, like, the Frank Bruno and Margaret Thatcher stuff was funny, but then later on they did one with Chris Evans. Not Captain America. And he had a saying on whatever his TV show was. And what do we say to that? And then people would shout stuff out. But when Spit and Image did it, it was a what do we say to that? It was like, piss off, you ginger twat. Every ginger kid in school for years got that shouted at them. Scared me fly for can't stand anything with a hook nose or fingers because of it. Genuinely terrifying. The 80s were great, man. Like, people forget how scary Halloween 3 was. That film was brutal. I did an episode on this channel about it. Oh, Halloween 3 Season of the Witch is, like, fantastic. Remember being scared of quicksand and acid rain as a kid? Fuck yeah. Quicksand was real. Killed Atreyu. No, he didn't. It killed the horse. What about the movie Beastman? That was what we called it, where he had the eyeball. Had the ring with the eyeball on it. The creepy witches that are... Do you mean Beastmaster? Was that Beastmaster? I think that was Beastmaster, right? Was it this? That one. I think it was that, right? Beastmaster. I might be wrong. No, I was right. It was Beastmaster. Them things. They were fucking hideous. There you go. And there's the ring with the eyeball in it. Beastmaster was cool. I love Beastmaster. Everyone trying to do that thing with the sword with sweeping brush handles and stuff. Was that MacGyver? I think... Who was it? I can't remember who he was. Mark Singer. Mark Singer wasn't MacGyver, was he? No, he was in V, though. V and Beastmaster. No, that wasn't MacGyver. Beastmaster was the guy from V. Yeah, it was. Beastmaster was cool as shit. Loved Beastmaster as a kid. With a weird show called Monsters. It was like the Temu version of Tales from the Crypt. Yeah, Richard Dean Anderson was MacGyver. Beastman was... Yeah, he was a character from He-Man. The Guyver. I don't think he was in The Guyver either. Guyver, 1991. Yeah, he wasn't in The Guyver. That was Greg Jung Peak. Guyver was cool. Or Guyver. It was based off a Japanese thing, wasn't it? Can't remember what the Japanese original was called. You know, do you remember the Goblin toys from the... Do you mean Boglins? Do you mean Boglins? I've got mini Boglins, yeah. Oh, I boxed them up. When my desks were front to front, I used to throw things over the monitors at my daughter, and normally it was the little Boglins. And then you had Monster in My Pocket. I used to collect them, because you could get like Spring-Heeled Jack and the Werewolf and Dracula and stuff. Gotta take a nap because I have a ginger cat who wants to snuggle with you all. Okay. What was the name of the gaming program, late 80s, 90s with Andy Craven? Games Master. Games Master. Loved that. There's another 2 Beastmaster movies. No, Goblins. What? Kathy Lee. Have you slept in? Bloody hell. That's definitely Game Master you're on about there, right? Battle of the Planets was great. Star in Science, Ninja Gatchaman was better. Battle of the Planets was great, but the original anime... I don't know what any of those are. Howdy Doody scared me. What? Goblins. What were they? Toys, Dean? Only Boglins is coming up. I had that one. I had the green one. I had that one, and my brother had the blue. Oh, there it is. My brother had that one. I had the green one. My brother had blue. Andy Crane and Violet Berlin. It wasn't Game Master. Bad Influence? I've never heard of that. It was called Bad Influence. I've never ever heard of it. I've never heard of this. She was in Roxette, wasn't she? I've never ever seen that. What year did that come out? What year was that? 95 to 96? I was 14, 15. How come I didn't know about that? Never heard of it. That's weird. I was a gamer and didn't know about that. The lad that went on to play Jack's Town in Sons of Anarchy started out in Biker Grove. Did he? Well, I didn't know that. Violet Berlin was many a young man's... I've never heard of her. I've never seen her. She looks like she'd be a Russian baddie in Beverly Hills Cop. I've never heard of Violet Berlin. I have completely missed that show. Nah, doesn't ring a bell at all. The Guyver is part of a Japanese genre programming called Takata, which means special effects, which is where Super Sentai is from. The Power Rangers were adapted from. Yeah, I knew Power Rangers were adapted from it, and then eventually Power Rangers overtook, so they couldn't use the Japanese guys in the suits, because it was never ever the actors in the suits, was it, until years in. Do you remember a movie called Dragon Slayer starting that doofus out of Ghostbusters 2? No? No? You sure it's called Dragon Slayer? Because only books are coming up. Dragon Slayer, Peter McNichol. I don't remember this. What the fuck? This looks shit. The fuck was this? I watched loads of shit when I was a kid. I didn't watch this. How the fuck did he get cast as an action hero? He's 3 foot tall. I don't remember that. The TV show Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, Clay Morrow was in it. What's the movie called? Negan the Heist. Have you heard of that? Yeah, Clay Morrow. His name's not Clay Morrow. That was his character in some. Ron Perlman. Ron Perlman and Linda Hamilton. I remember that. Max von Sydow. What? He won a Ghostbusters 2 or Dragon Slayer, was he? Dragon Slayer is really good. Is he? Is he? He looks shit. Temu Lord of the Rings. It does look like somebody's gone fucking LARP in there, don't it? I remember that. It wasn't good. There you go. Remember him playing Rainfield in Dracula Dead and loving it? Oh, yeah. The girls on Funhouse. Oh, the twins. They were twins, weren't they? See? Talk about misremembering. I thought the twins from Funhouse had dark hair. And they're blonde. Why do I seem to remember the twins from Funhouse having dark hair? They definitely didn't. Look at that mullet. Look at that mullet. Look at it. Behold. What the fuck? Oh man, hair in the 80s was fucked. That has got to be the worst mullet or the best mullet at the same time known to man. When I was a kid, I thought he was cool as shit. Look at the state on it. Double denim. Oh, that is such a bad hairdo. Who was the footballer that had one? Chris Waddle. Look at that shit. He had a flat top and a mullet. My next hair is absolutely fucking not. Never in a million years. Look at the state on it. It's like he went into the hairdressers, especially this one. He went into the hairdresser, said, make me look like Rob Lowe with a mullet. He's got highlights and everything. Oh man, if I'd gone to school with a haircut like that, I'd have had the shit kicked out of me. Actually, I probably wouldn't have. Everyone had mullets. I want a loud one. Mostly because they looked shit. Early 90s that was. Early 90s. Well, saying that. 1990. World Cup in Italy in 1990, he had that mullet. Didn't Pat Sharp have a number 1 hit? Did he? Basically, kids getting bumped off various ways around the farm. And the narrator was the ghost of one of the kids. What? I don't remember that. There was a decent vampire movie I know called The Hunger. I think I've seen that. Pat Sharp did have a single. Perhaps you were mixing the two blonde girls up with the cheeky girls. Do you know what? I think I did. I think I misremembered the cheeky girls being in Funhouse. That would have been shit, wouldn't it? Oh, you had a flat top? Oh, I had a flat top as a kid at one point. Me and my mate Pricey, we both played on the wing, playing rugby, and we both had flat tops. And then I remember asking my mum for money to go to the barber's after school to go and get my flat top touched up. Me and Pricey both went into, what was the barber's was called Lloyd's. It was just some dude. We went in, we had our flat tops cut in, but we had the flat top actually quite short, and we had the Prince symbol shaved into the top of our heads. True story. Pricey kept that haircut with that Prince symbol for about 8 months. I went home that day and my father went, not fucking happening. You were not walking around with that on your head. And he shaved my entire head bald when I was a kid. I say a kid, must be about 12, 13. My old man went nuts. My brother had tram lines put in the side of his head with a rat's tail. My old man chopped the rat's tail off, shaved my brother's head. We weren't allowed any patterns on our hair. None at all. And then they wonder why I had dreadlocks as soon as I turned 16. Because I wasn't allowed shit as a kid. I rebelled, damn it! Ah, the mullet. Train tracks, yeah, train tracks with the 2 lines on the side of your head. Beardo, you must be quackers to wear that shirt. Absolutely. Running barefoot on the beach, and there's a jump scare at the end. What? Joe, I remember there was a short film out years ago. And I was in my 20s, and it scared the fuck out of me. It was a horror. It was only like 20 minutes. I doubt it's on YouTube because he was bloodthirsty. There's a group of kids or teenagers go to a beach party. And it turns out that the beach that they're on has got fucking landmines on it. Oh, man. The anxiety I had watching this thing. Like, holy fuck! They were stepping and boom! Oh, man, it was horrible. It was like 20 minutes independent thing. Oh, it was horrible. What is that shirt? Oi, Mr. Hero. No. You leave the shirt alone. Chrissy once, hello. I haven't stopped dancing yet was a single in 1989. Well, for Pat Sharp. You remember the landmine one? It was fucking brutal, right? I remember watching it. I'm pretty sure I watched it on the early days of YouTube where people just uploading anything. I remember getting in from like a night shift, putting it on, being like, fucking hell. I think they may even have remade it as a longer movie at one point. But yeah, it was brutal, man. Really didn't like it. Let's all chant. All chant what? What? Made me have a fringe with a side part in it. It looked god awful. Just saw the rubber duckies. It was based on Berry Island. What? There was a short film shown before a Rocky movie where a comic book shop owner tries to be a superhero but meets a proper superhero at the end. I haven't been able to find it anyway. I've never heard of that. A film with Ewan McGregor, short film where he ate a cream cake that has a hook in it and it drags him to the sea. No. Hung Solo, how you doing? I had a step and a fringe for years. The hell's a step and a fringe? Beardo, that's one of your better shirts. All of my shirts are awesome. Just saying, they're all awesome. How many songs did Pat Sharp have? Fucking late 80s, early 90s, where I, grew up, was a fucked up time. The haircuts were shit. TV programs were terrifying. Your mother would say horrible things. Your father, where's mum? Run off with the milkman. What? That shirt looks radioactive. Oi! I can take this shirt off. You're stuck with that face. When was the last time you saw Flash Gordon? Fucking years ago. Years ago. Did you get brown and pink messed up with the shit? I'm trying to find a film called The Lucifer Effect, filmed at Rosebery Asylum. Not heard of that. Beardo was Mr. Blobby back in. Listen, when Blobby came out, I was in Form 1 at the comp. Oh god, not the milkman again. Hey, that milkman got a lot to answer for. He ran off with everyone's mother. Truth was, she's only popped to the shop, but your father, as a joke in the 80s, would be like your mother's having an affair with a milk delivery system. Prick. The Mrs. Geek shirt is the best? Yes. I don't know, there's one with me and pineapples on it. Don't mock Beardo, the shirt is awesome. You tell him, Alexis. You tell him. Diamond Lights by Chris Waddle. They had the 1990 World Cup had a number one hit, didn't it? We're singing for England, England, singing a song. It was shit. That was the last time I ever watched football, was 1990. The window cleaner. Nah, my parents were too tight. My dad did the windows. No, he didn't. I remember having a window cleaner, but he was a kid. What was the kids' movie adventure where they think there's a monster in the water in a quarry, but in the end it was a crane? That was Australian, wasn't it, Mrs. Geek? Wasn't that Australian? The World Cup song was New Order. It was still shit. Oh. World in Motion with John Barnes. That's it. That's it. We're singing for England. That song sucked. What was it called? A film. I know the one you're on about. I'm sure it's Australian. Turns out the ring. Sure, we've watched this. Is it called The Quest? I think I found it, Mrs. Geek. It was called The Quest with a kid from E.T. in it. Is that it? I think that's it. That's it. It was Australian with a kid from E.T. That's it. I found it.
So, most people over. Henry Thomas plays a character.
This is it, Mrs. Geek. That's it. That's it, right? I'm pretty sure that was it. I remember the bubbles coming out of the water and stuff. It's called The Quest outside of Australia and Frog Dreaming in Australia. That was it. There you go, Mrs. Geek. It was called The Quest or Frog Dreaming. There you go, Mrs. Geek. You didn't make it up. I found it. Woohoo! Look at me go. Did you know Night of the Living Dead was always public domain because they forgot to copyright it? I did. You watched that movie a few months ago on YouTube. They don't make crap films like they used to. They don't. Henry Thomas is great in the Mike Flanagan show. Yeah, he's very good. He's been in loads of stuff recently. I didn't even realise he was the kid from E.T. until I was watching. I wanted to know how. Right, sometimes I get quite bored. And I watched something called, on YouTube, How Many Ghosts Were in the Haunting a Hill House. And it was like a YouTube thing where it counts all the things that you missed and stuff. And then they were like, yeah, Elliot from E.T. I was like, no fucking way! And I googled it. I thought they got it wrong, but it was. Did you ever watch Step Monster? No. What the fuck is that? What's that? I've never seen that. Latest James. I'm going to do my shopping and a great rest. Latest Andreas. Absolutely love the shirt. Thank you, Carol Johnson. Thank you. The Step Monster. I've never seen that. That's fucked up. Yet also shit. That's my sister. Lost in Space. I hated Lost in Space as a kid. My dad would always have it on, or my granddad. Shit. Munchie was a great film. Who put that in the chat? Why have I not heard of these things? The fuck is that? What is that? Wait, I know him. One for the demonic toys of the Hunger Beach that existed as an all-powerful creature. Jesus Christ. This is for kids? Emily Jane, where did you find these movies? What the fuck are these? Critters. Hey, Critters was great. And Ghoulies. Just got here and I'm in love with your shirt. Thank you, Angie Metzner. I'm glad you appreciate the shirt. Flight the Navigator was cool. Really cool. I've heard of the Munchie but never seen it. I've never even heard of it. What sort of childhood do you have to what? Wait, there was a sequel called Munchies? Look at the second one! Munchies, just when you thought it was safe to read the free... He's looking at a skirt! Munchie sounds like something you should watch while high. Mint Munchies. The movie House was a weird... with the killer pizza. 70s... I remember a 70s TV horror that I thought was cool, Trilogy of Terror. I think I got a DVD of that. Ever watched the 1990 film The Witches? Oh, they turned the kid into the mouse. Yeah. The Witch... I know they've remade it, but it looks shit. But I remember the original one. I think that scared me as a kid as well. Angelica Houston just like rips off a wig and then this massive nose pops out and shit. I don't know if anyone outside of the UK would have seen this because it was fucking terrifying. Kids film. That was a kids film. Look at it! Look at the state on this shit! She goes from that to that to that. That was my comprehensive school English teacher. Her name was Mrs. Dunbar, and she was a bitch. That is her. What's this, like, once a month for years as a kid? The Witcher scared me when it first came out. When did that come out? I hope I was like 9 or something, because if I was like 12 and it scared me, then 1990. Right, that's fine. That's fine, I was 9. The Day the Earth Stood Still. I kind of remember that. No trolls so far today, so here's a shirt appreciation tax. Thank you for the shirt appreciation tax, the original Cujo. Thank you very much. Terrorhawks, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, they turned a kid. It starts off all like shit 80s or 90s normal kids sort of fare. And this kid just like sneaks into this, like, they go to a hotel and he sneaks into a function room. And then these women just start laughing and pulling their skin off and shit. And massive noses are flopping out. Like, what the fuck is this? They turn him into a mouse and then it's not scary. It was written by Roald Dahl. Absolutely correct. At Nightmares or a show called The Invisible Man with David McCallum. I loved that show as a kid. Batteries Not Included was a great film. Joy, that was one of those films, right? As a kid, everyone watched it. Everyone loved it. Like, heartwarming thing with these little alien robot things. Nobody seems to have heard of it anymore. It was like Gremlins survived, but that film didn't. The kid in Pagemaster was Macaulay Culkin, wasn't it? Wasn't Macaulay Culkin in Pagemaster? Dad got me started horror movies when I was 3, so The Witches to me is just funny. I'm a warped person. I was 4 when I watched Nightmare on Elm Street, and I didn't watch horror for years. I was scared of everything. James Upton, I saw The Evil Dead when I was 7, and I turned out okay. Turns out, don't let 7-year-olds watch The Evil Dead. I mean, first time I watched the original Evil Dead, I was about 13, and it scared the shit out of me. It was the noise as the camera did that really awkward thing through the forest. It scared the shit out of me. I'll tell you what else scared me when I was a bit older. It's gone. It was just in my head and it's gone now. I was old enough for it not to scare me, but it really did. Candyman. Candyman scared me. Jennifer Taylor, hello. Yeah, Candyman scared me. There was something else. Like, every time I tried to dip my toe into horror as a young teen, like all my mates were watching, and it just scared the shit out of me. Oh, Pet Sematary. The original Pet Sematary scared the fucking cack out of me. The cat scared me. Little Gage scared me. Even Herman Munster was creepy as fuck in that film. One of my favourite horror films. I know it's cheesy and it hasn't aged that well. One of my favourite horror films. That film was scary as shit. And Mrs. Geek is like, oh, the sequel is really good and I'd never seen it. Put it on, I was like, this is awful. Saw The Evil Dead for the first time before it was banned and edited to get back out on release. American Werewolf in London brutalised me. See, I loved it. Werewolf movies never even when I was a kid and I was terrified of everything. Werewolf movies and monster movies didn't scare me. It was always the human supernatural shit that scared me. The creepy sister. Oh yeah, yeah. Who's played by a man. Yep, scared the shit out of me. I remember watching that film. It was in 1990 something it was on Sky. I put it on because I was reading Stephen King. Books didn't scare me as much for some bizarre reason. I remember watching it and it scared the shit out of me. Brain Dead is Peter Jackson. It's a New Zealand film. It's called other things depending on where you are in the world. That film made me and Dandalf absolutely unable to eat custard for years. The original Exorcist scared you? See, Exorcist never scared me. I watched it as a kid and I was like, oh, this film sucks. I didn't find it scary. I watched it as a teenager and laughed all the way through it. I thought it was a comedy. And then when I watched it as an adult and a parent, I was like, oh, this film's a bit much. Feed me, Seymour. Candyman, Nightmare on Elm Street, my favourite horror movies. Oh, my favourite horror movies, but they scared the shit out of me. You saw Zombie Flesh Eaters when you was 6. I don't think I've ever seen that. Sleepaway Camp, that ending. So I'd not seen that until not that long ago. People kept talking about it. I was like, I may as well watch it. That film was so bad. And the ending, oh my god. They're making another one. Jason Fisher was the kid in The Witches. I saw Hellraiser as a kid, that scared. Yeah, Hellraiser scared me. I thought they was talking about Beardo then. Batteries not included. Hey! Only started watching horrors the last few years. I tried to get into them. Like, when I was in comprehensive school, all my mates were watching horror films and loved them. And I couldn't watch it. I'd lie. Yeah, I watched that. It was shit. Because I was scared of everything. I couldn't... Even as a young teenager, I couldn't even look at pictures of Freddy Krueger. The original Fog got you. I mean, my auntie is still scared of a Nightmare on Elm Street because of one scene. Do you know when he leans out of the wall through the latex sheet, where it looks like he warps through the wall, and then he sucks back in and the cross falls off the wall? That still, to this day, gives my auntie nightmares. Zombievers and Oz-Zombie they sound it. Why would you watch them in the first place? Even Mam, as an adult, was terrified of the Hammer House of Horrors. She would hide behind pillows. The Gate scared me as a kid. Oh, that never scared me. I watched Alien when I was around 8, and that scene with Ash, I didn't drink milk for a fortnight. See, I was fine with the Alien films, although, saying that, the facehuggers scared me as a kid. And even as an adult, I'd get a bit of a, oh, I don't like them. It's probably because they look so much like spiders. Yeah. Horror films were so much better back in the late 80s, or the 80s, really early 90s, horror was peak. There's not a horror film come out since those dates that's been truly, truly terrifying. The closest I can think of it is Hereditary. But that's more psychological. That really got under my skin for a while. I got Zombievers on Blu-ray. I'll lend it to you. You can keep that shit. I don't like the scene like Nightmare on Elm Street where his hand comes out of the water when she's in the bath. You have a facehugger spider in my bathroom. My cousin had one as a fucking pillow on his bed. He's still got it in his tattoo shop. 30 Days a Night made me... I like 30 Days a Night. It's not scary, but I enjoyed it. 976 Evil. I've never heard of that. Is that Bill Moseley? That looks like Bill Moseley. I've never seen that. From director Robert Freddy Krueger. That's why he scared everyone. It was directed by Robert Englund. Don't play the trailer. Jesus. It wasn't. Stephen Joffrey's, Patrick O'Brien. I don't know who any of these people are. "976 Evil." I'm going to try and find that tonight. It'll be somewhere, right? Oh, you got to pay for it on Amazon Prime. I'm fucking paying for it. Isn't the news a horror story this day and age? Yeah. To be fair, we're all adults, so the new horror hits different. I don't know. I think new horror, they play it too safe. Like, everyone was saying about Talk to Me being this really great horror movie, and I'll be honest, I thought Talk to Me was a bit shit. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't this horror masterpiece everyone was saying it was. And then Taro, everyone said it was absolute garbage. And I was like, I thought it was every bit as good as Talk to Me. Arachnophobia made me an arachnophobic. Yeah, me too. I never had a problem with spiders until that film, and it's because they used house spiders in it. I mean, if you've ever watched Arachnophobia as an adult, it is so fucking bad. There's a spider sex scene in it. It's almost as bad as a film called Rubber, where there's a sex scene with a tyre. Bring Her Back is fantastic. I think I watched that recently, right? Have I watched that recently? Yeah, I watched that. That was pretty good. Yeah, I have watched that. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I did watch that. Because I watched one with the... Oh, fucking hell. The swimming pool was haunted? Shit. Boring. Think modern horror fails it the same way because it pales in comparison to the world we live in. It maybe. But also they play it safe. They go for gore over the sort of... We all remember the original Nightmare on Elm Street. Freddy Krueger's barely in it, and when he is in it, you can barely see him, and that was scary. What do I think of Randonautica? I mean, the guy that made the app said it was a hoax, so that should tell you everything. The app creator said it was a hoax because he was bored, and people have been going out claiming that thing was giving them creepy experiences. I mean, Yasko used to do it, and Shape debunked him because he used one of his old phones from an old video as something left behind for him in Randonautica. Arachnophobia is the only one I can't do. I have a terrifying fear of spiders. Mrs. Geek does. I don't think she's ever seen it. I hate spiders. When my mate made me see Arachnophobia in the bloody cinema, he left me with a brand new fear of spiders. Yep. Yeah, Arachnophobia is... It took me years. It took me years to get over my fear of spiders because of that film. So with Dog Soldiers, barely see the werewolves. Yeah, and it works. There's a movie called Slacks about killer jeans. I remember watching Arachnophobia, woke up the spider walking up the... Oh, nah. See, there was a scene in Arachnophobia that absolutely nailed what that film did to its audience. So the bit where he's laying in bed and he thinks there's a spider on the wall and it's not, it's a coat hook. And he gets up and he screams. That moment where he's scared of a coat hook because of a shadow sums up what that film did for everyone. People that were never scared. I was never scared of spiders until that film. Never watch it? No, I wouldn't let you watch it. You'd have a panic attack watching it. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I love Killer Clowns from Outer Space. That was one of those horrors I watched as a kid. It never scared me. I could watch that as a kid. It was funny. Killer Clowns from Outer Space, like my 8-year-old brother made me watch it, and I have panic attacks with clowns now. See, it never scared me. Whereas It... I never liked It, the original series. I only liked Tim Curry. All the rest of that film was shit. But Tim Curry, it was fucking terrifying. You saw a clip and would never watch it. The movie, they made the spiders look big, but they're small and... There wasn't that many big spiders in Arachnophobia. There was only the one big, massive spider, which was an animatronic. The rest, they used your typical brown bath spiders, which is why I was so fucking scared of it. They've remade Arachnophobia. I won't watch it, just in case it scares me of spiders again. Yeah, a lot of people won't. A a lot of people can't watch anything with clowns in it. Clowns have never scared me, to be fair. Have you seen Stitches with Ross Noble? Yeah, it's a good film, that. Is there a name for a phenomenon? You see spiders on TV and then you feel itchy. So I've been doing it. I've been rubbing my face with my nose since talking about it. Wasn't Tim Curry supposed to be the next Joker after the It movie? I don't know. My mum was an addict. She spent days collecting spiders in a jar. Not kidding at all. She dumped them on me while she was sleeping. I had to go to the ER because of a recluse bite. Jesus. The spider in Arachnophobia was Big Ben. That big black spider in Arachnophobia was real. I mean, there's a bit where he's crawling up Jeff Daniels' legs at the end of it, and you can see the animatronic pole, so maybe there was a mixture. William Shatner did do a spider movie, yeah. Terrifier, I love the Terrifier movies. I mean, I've still got art on the shelf over there. He's a Christmas ornament, but I still love it. Wasn't Corey Taylor in a film called Clown? Don't know. Was he? I've seen him turn up in a few films. Saturn 9, there was a droid that turned evil, scared the shit. Is that Saturn 9? That seems to ring a bell. It's not what I thought it was. I'm gonna lie to you, that looks shit. Hello there, Pinky's Arts and Music. How you doing? Kingdom of the Spiders. Shatner's movie's called Kingdom of the Spiders, yeah. I've seen it. Because when I was a kid, there were loads of like giant spider films and stuff, and they never scared me. I always found them quite amusing and funny. Arachnophobia, no. That fucked me up. Saturn 9, there was a droid. Shatner's movie was Kingdom. Terrifier 4 comes out this year. Apparently it's the last one. Somebody will do another one at some point, but they can't help themselves. They kill characters off and then say they never do it again, and they do. But if they only make it 4 and the 4 of them are epic, good. Good. We don't need to continue it. I would have been happy if they'd just done the 3 and left it, because those films are so good. I love a nice gory horror movie where you feel like you need a shower at the end of it. After the movie Slugs, I'll never eat olives. Fair. There was a massive fat spider in my dream last night. Strange coincidence maybe, but spiders are meant to represent resilience. In my house, spiders represent brown pants. Because everyone is scared of them. Though my spiders in real life usually have one in the corner of my bedroom and it's fine. Occasionally he'll take the piss and invite a few of his mates in for a party, and then it's eviction time. I have to get rid of spiders in this. I've had to teach myself not to be scared of spiders because everyone else in this house is an arachnophobe. Can you send me your mail address? Because I want to send you a mask of Slipknot. I've got a Jim Root one there, look. Yes, I think it's in the channel description, right? If not, if you're in the Discord, ask there, or drop me an email, beardo.ttvlive@gmail.com. I can give you the thingy address. Probably have nightmares tonight now. Probably. It's like when you talk about... No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it! I've avoided it the last twice I talked about it. Didn't have the issue. But yeah, Rhodey, either email me. I don't think I can post links even in my own chat. I think that'll work. I got a PO box. If you email me, I'll send the PO box address across. Because I don't have it out yet. It used to be in my channel description, but it might not be now. My husband had to do the same, had to get over spider fear to save me from panic attacks. And catatonia. What's catatonia? Well, that was a band. I can only imagine while spiders are the worst, it's eating Caerphilly cheese. Dickhead. A spider outside a couple of days ago, instead of killing it, he was really thankful. It took me ages. I took out for a drink, find out he was a web designer. Band. Got a Corey Taylor mask. That's awesome. I fucking love Slipknot. That's a bright shirt, Beardo. I'm glad you noticed. Really glad you noticed. Yeah, I don't like wasps and bees even now. If there is buzzing on a black and yellow jacket, I am fucking out of here. Catatonia with a K was a band, but Catatonia with a C was also a band. They were a Welsh band. They sung a song called Mulder and Scully. You gave me road the rage. Messaged you on what messenger? I don't have anything logged in out here because I'm a dick. I'll send it over. Whatever you message me on, I'll send it over to you. Never heard of Catatonic? Oh, Catatonic State, yeah, of course. Of course. It's essentially where you just check out, lights are on, no one hope. Yeah, Catatonic State. I don't know why. I don't know why. I had a brain fart, alright? Like the one with the K, not with the C. Catatonia with a C are kind of a guilty pleasure. I'm sad to see. Mostly because they're Welsh. I got a burst eardrum from an earwig. Wasn't that a myth, though, about earwigs climbing inside your ears and pinching them? I think my mother just told my brother to stop him eating them. Oh, there you go. Kathy Lee just posted it. There you go. My grandma said if you dream of a spider, you're going to get something in the mail. Probably a bill. Probably a bill. 80s and 90s, shit for kids was scary. The horror was scary. What a time to be alive. And I've got to go and look for 976 Evil. That movie Coma, the guy got an autopsy while he was alive. What? Never seen that. Beardo, we're getting old. We all forgive the brain farts. I know. Fucking 45 soon. 45. I don't want to be 45. I don't want to be 40. Hey, Pinky, thank you for the $5 New Zealand dollars. Thank you for being you. Well, thank you for being you. You did help me there, Megan. Thank you. The Witches was scary. I've never seen Munchie, but Munchie looks terrifying. Chris Waddle's haircut, Pat Sharp's haircut. What a day! What a day! 45 already, and I hate it. We had the best time growing up in the 80s. Oh yeah, the 80s were awesome. 80s were awesome. Shut up, I'm 46 soon. Ha! I watched The Creeped Keeper. The Creeped Keeper. I don't know what that is. 6th of June. No, 8th. It's the 8th. You wish you were 45 again. I don't know. It just... I don't know. Lucky you, I'm 50. Your top is the same colour as my hoodie with Looney Tunes on. I don't know. Since I turned 40, I've just had this crisis of being, like, old. And I don't like it. I was fine at 39, turned 40, and I was like, right, life is fucking over, yeah? I retired from music and everything. I read a thing the other day that said nostalgia is just homesickness for a time and a place that no longer exists. Oh. 44 in August. Pre-menopause kicked my ass. I feel like a baby now, I'm 30-something. Let me get the calculator out, I can't remember. Cynthia Bossy Boss, how are you doing? Margaret Kieran is 61. Oh my god, Beardo is 65 this year. Louise, with you being 10 years older than me, that would mean you're 75 this year. You're welcome. Remember Neil Buchanan from Heart Attack being a heavy metal band? Yes, I do. I've seen footage of it. Jennifer Taylor, 64 next month and feeling it. 55 in March, feel like I'm 25. I mean, there are parts of me that definitely feel older than I am. But the fact that I sit amongst this, sometimes I still feel like I'm 10. You're 37. 53 this year, 55 in March. Thank you, Kathy Lee. Yeah, I remember Neil Buchanan. I remember his band. So many old people. Whoa! Chill the fuck out with the old. We are just learned and experienced in life. Lycan is 41 this year. I mean, I'm just glad that 40-year-olds now don't look like 40-year-olds in the fucking 80s. Because we did this on a live stream at one point. 40-year-olds in the 80s look fucking old, man. Facebook is evil, showing me premenopausal lads. I just turned 43. The cheek. Aging is a mindset. No, it's not. Because when you do your shoelaces up and you go, "Argh!" to get down there, and you do the same noise getting back up, that isn't a mindset. That is not a mindset. Us old people are people too. Exactly. Give old people a chance. Beardo is wise, not old. If I shave my beard, I'd look 18. So I do wonder what I would look like without a beard now. I've had it for so long. I'm never shaving it. But I do wonder what I'd look like without it. I don't think it'd be good. It's gravity. You know, I haven't shaved for, what, 8 or 9 years? I think it's about 8 or 9 years. If I shaved now, like, gravity would have done its thing under there. Oh, no. No. Never shaving. Make noises getting out of bed? Me too. You look like a Muppet. No worries, Thunderwing. Caught myself making a noise of a TIE fighter. I'll try again. Shaved though. Not beard, no. Shaved, no. Ah, dear. Beardo, you kind of look like a man. Huh? I am a man. Got a winky. Ah, right. I don't want tagged photos. I'm going to attempt to shock you all here. It's really hard to find photos of me without a beard anymore. Pretty much as long as there's been social media, I've had beards. I'm scrolling for ages, yeah. Kristen, how you doing? 38 this year, don't feel like a teenager. Scary times. If gravity keeps affecting certain parts of the body, I'm going to start tripping myself up. Scratching your kneecap to get to your baubles. And this is 5 years ago when I got a beard. Right, this. Right, I'm not gonna. I can't open that. Right, it says 4 years ago, but this image, so that's 8 years ago. Right, let me use my snipping tool. This was the last time I shaved. Prepare yourselves, chat. This'll fuck you up for life. Ah. Shaved though. That was shaved though. You're all gonna get nightmares tonight. Because of shave though. He's gonna get you. So that photo, I uploaded it 4 years ago, saying it was 4 years ago. So that photo was 8 years. That was the last time I shaved. Oh, good lord. It's not that bad. I was handsome. In a certain light. Very pale. Snape. Fuck off. I miss my long hair. Can't wait for my hair to get that long again. You look like the lead of Seether. Get off my fucking screen. You look like Danzig. Nothing wrong with that. I'm trying to find something. There's not many of me with short hair and no beard, because I pretty much always had long hair. Even when I didn't have a big beard, there was a beard. I just found all my old artwork online. I'm scrolling for ages here. You look like the Twimu twin paranormal. Oh my god. You look like my cousin's son. Who's your cousin? Oh, scrolling for ages. I've always had a beard. Can't find any. They don't exist. Oh my god, I've had some fucking haircuts. I've seen one on Facebook with short hair and no beard, and your Tash, she was very young. Hey, stop stalking my Facebook, you weirdos. I thought my Facebook was private. Don't make me delete that shit. There's not many of me without a beard, to be fair. There's always a bit of facial hair there. Oh my god. Just scrolling forever. I think there's like 5 photos of me without a beard. It is private. That's right then. Stop stalking my Facebook. Oh, maybe I uploaded them to Facebook. The Beardo page. I might have uploaded them to the Beardo page. That would make more sense. Jesus Christ, I've always had a beard. Apart from when I couldn't grow one. And see, there's the odd one, yeah, but the kids are in them, and I'm not. And I'm going to attempt to crop, because I'll fuck it up. Yeah, just seen one of me with short hair and no beard. Oh my guideliner days! Chat, prepared to be shocked. I'll crop Daryl out because he's not going to want to be in there. I had short hair, very little beard, like the chin strap, and guy liner. Whoop. Oh, that's it. That was me at 29 years of age. I like the videos where Dad shaved off his beard. Never happening. Get it off. Get it off. Jennifer, I don't know how you were seeing those because my Facebook should all be private. But you were born with a beard, just like Seg was born with a mask. Seg wasn't born with a mask, he was born with dick fingers. He was born with dick fingers. You look like Bam from Jackass there. Worst things to be told you look like, I guess. At the same age I am now. You look like you're 16. Oh, I was 29 there. Wow. Ah, dear. I've just seen a photo where I'm jacked, but I can't show it. I'll try and find one more, and then that's me done with all that shit. Oh, my original dreads! Not my original, the second time I had dreads. I was 24, 25 in this one. 24 or 25. Last one. I'll knock this shit on the head. Ah! When my dreads worked. I had cheekbones and a jaw and everything. Look like a younger version of Zach Bagans. Oi! Oi! It's rude. It's not Beardo. Jennifer, no. No, no. Don't put my name in the chat. I don't care about mine, but my wife's name, no. You look like a criminal. What? I was smiling and everything. I look like a criminal, idiot. Ah. Trip down memory lane. Right, get rid of these pictures. Delete. Definitely the Korn look. I was a massive Korn fan. Cross between Matt Hardy and Monkey from Korn. You were adorable. What do you mean were? Oh dear, I've aged like milk. I've aged like milk. Who says criminals can't smile? True. No way is that you. You looked a very respectful young man. What the hell, Beardo? You looked beautiful. Loved the shirt, by the way. I told you I've aged like milk. I got all this shit under my eyes. Massive gut. Titties. The changes happen when you get old. Don't I know it? Don't I know it? Handsome man. Thank you, Vicky Hemming. Laura Lee, thank you for the £5. No, is that you? You look very respectful. I just read that, didn't I? Thank you for the £5, Laura. There are photos of me with like short blonde hair and shit, kid photos, but I don't know. My mother will have them. She's probably... There's like a 3-year gap in photographs when I was a teenager. My mum wouldn't have me in photographs because I had tattoos and pink dreadlocks. And I don't think there's any photos of them survived. I think you look better with the silver hair. Makes me look older. I can't suddenly go silver now, can I? I'd have to wait for it all to grow out, and then it'll be like white to there, black down there, and then this shit. I look fucking homeless. But even those photos there, even those photos when I had black hair, it was dyed. I think you look a bit like Steve from the Ouija Brothers. When I didn't have a beard and I had my long black hair for years, people kept mistaking me for Matt Tuck from Bullet for My Valentine, and me and him didn't get on particularly well, and it used to piss me off. But it pissed him off more when we were drinking in the same bar, somebody came into the bar, handed their phone to Matt Tuck from Bullet for My Valentine, and asked him to take a photo of me and them because they thought that I was Matt Tuck. And it started to piss me off, so I went out and cut all my hair off, and I did the stupid sideways thing where it was bald up to there and then long hair on one side, or hair to there on one side. Guess what happened? Without realising it, Matt went and did the same fucking thing. And then for another 6 months, people kept getting us mixed up. I was a silver fox for years, and I hated it. I've aged like cheese, smelly and blue. I have a clip of 19-20-year-old me on my channel, but that's where it. I don't have much out there of me that young. There isn't much. I mean, we didn't have digital cameras for a start. I was never the guy to be in photos when I was younger. I don't look like Steve from the Ouija Brothers when I was young. I mean, he is a bit younger than me. Not that much. Steve's only like 3 or 4 years younger than me. No, he's not even 40 yet, is he? Them young whippersnappers, the Ouija Brothers. The Viking look suits you well. I keep thinking of shaving the sides back out, but while my hair's sort of sat there, there'll be a bowl cut. I do not want a bowl cut. Pump, how are you doing? Love Bullet for Valentine. I had tons of photos, me and the guys from Bullet, because obviously I went to college and stuff with them before they were Bullet, but I remained friends with 2 of them. What happened to chat? It's on repeat. I don't know what you've done there. You do rock the Viking look and the biker look. Yeah. It's kind of the way I've been dressed for the last 10 years. My beard looks a lot longer. Normally, because I try to keep it there, but I've stopped trimming it and shit. I don't know why. Found calling everyone under 35 kids now. Yeah. Anyone our kids' age are kids, so mid-20s to 30s. I mean, our kids are not anywhere near the 30s yet, but they're kids, yeah. Fuck, I'm old. Really old. You had a mullet. Did you not like your hair when you had a greyish white? No. I know everyone else did, but I didn't. Hated it. I hated when I dreaded my hair. Mrs. Geek was like, "You're gonna regret that," and I didn't regret it. I liked my dreads, but they wouldn't bind. I didn't know that when your hair goes completely white, like mine has gone, that because there's no pigmentation in your hair, it won't dread, or it's really hard to get it to dread. So I lost my shit with it and cut it all off. That I regretted. I hate having short hair. Beardo would be the standout guy in a biker group with a shirt. I might start wearing this to bike rallies this year. My son is closer to 30 than 20. Oh. He's trying to look like the pirate in Jake and the Neverland Pirates. Captain Hook. That's what it is. I want to look like Captain Hook. Dickhead. Have you still got piles? No! I don't know where the piles thing came from. I don't know where that started or where it came from. It's not true. Son is closer to 30 than 20. That's fucking scary. Oh, life is over. Right, I'm quitting YouTube. I'm gonna cash in my pension now. Fuck it. I'm done. I'm retiring. Retiring like when I retired from music. I'm too old. I'm 45. I'm fucking done. I'll have to get a job though. And that sucks. Ah, remember the old game, Pop-Up Pirate? Yeah. Yes, I do. You better not be saying I look like Pop-Up Pirate. Because he was kind of fat. Ah, he's only got a goatee beard. I do not look like Pop-Up Pirate. Right. Chat, some of you are dickheads, just saying. Some of you are dickheads. Ah. He's never shown himself in chat. No. Our son once came on a Twitch stream with me. Only his voice, and I had to take the stream down. Raised him well. Look up Jake and the Neverland Pirates. I can't put the song on. I can't put the song on because I'll get it with privacy. I don't look like any of them, Lou. Idiot. Captain Hook don't have a beard. He's saying to look like Jake. Him. I don't look like that. Someone will be 23 this year. Sucks, time flies so fast. It does. It's like to get to your 20s took forever. Forever. And then your 20s to 30s, that kind of goes slowish, but, you know, a little bit too quick. As soon as you hit your mid-30s, it's fucked. Why pirates called pirates? Because they are. You're only 7 years older. What? What? Beard, you look more like Buckaroo. I look like a fucking donkey, idiot. Jake and the Neverland Pirates said a good pirate never takes... That's a shit pirate. It's a shit pirate. No, the sun doesn't do it. No social media at all. Oh, I'm getting old. But I'm not getting old, I am old. And it fucking sucks. Once you hit 35, the time flies so fast you get whiplash. It's fucking scary. Our son has a longer beard than Beardo. He does. I mean, if you want to know what our son looks like, he looks like Beard meets food, the hair and the beard, but skinny. Really skinny. He was called CrossFit Jesus for ages. Where the pirates go shopping? Argos. Grow up. We're all in our 40s, 50s and 60s, yeah? The fuck's up with these jokes? Right, I'm probably going to end now. Well, we've gone 5. Did no reacting. Let me see if anybody is live. Daniel's not live for another hour. So Dandalf is live at 6 o'clock. I'll have a video out at 7. Yeah, 7 o'clock tonight is the second episode of I paid for Discovery Plus to watch ghost hunting stuff, and it's shit. I think Paranormal Monkey's live tonight as well. I can't see another new video out, so I will just end. There's nobody to read. So check out Dandalf, check out my video, check out the Paranormal Monkey. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you for chilling with me today. Please come and watch Dan. There's a surprise. What's the surprise? How about you do a Movember for March? How can I do a Movember? I've already got a moustache. I don't shave, Wendy. Thank you for the £2. That's weird. What's Dandalf got? 6 o'clock, Dandalf's got a surprise. I bet he shaves his head. Any more shorts of Why You Hate the Warrens? Yes. I'm not going to be able to put any out over the weekend because we got a very busy weekend. By Gramps. Cheeky bastard. We've got a very busy weekend, so I'll be doing not a lot with social media. I'll film some stuff from Derby Jail and all that sort of stuff. But yeah. Video tonight, and then there won't be a lot over the weekend. Thanks to the stream, mate. Thank you for stopping by, everybody. Thank you, Mr. Don't Scare Claire. Have a great weekend, everybody. For you guys that are coming to Derby Jail, I will be seeing you there Saturday night. Come and say hello. Much love to you all. Beardo out.
Dressed up like a T-Rex with that perfect strut. All the people in the chat's just going nuts. You need a rock. Can I get a rock? If you're not feeling well, it's a nice surprise to get her off a bit to hold it every line. With those tiny little arms and the flowing tail. If you don't like it, you can go.
What do you call a man with a rubber toe? Roberto! 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 Shut up.
The object of the day to put a smile on your face. All the fans know how much he appreciates. You can get a if you're just feeling like crap, all you have to do is ask. Weirdo's got your back, and just like that, you get a Can I get a You can get a with those tiny little arms and the flowing tail.
Get those tomatoes out of my chat. You're all banned.